But aren't we all?
All right. So, when we last left off, some of you saw visions of a dragon on the previous level. And you guys fought various vampires and a really big yeti. Uh, Managed to wander around and discovered that there was an old sunblade that had been stuck in a secret room for some time, along with elements from the Shadowfell that seem to have bled over into this reality. Yeah, but they were crazy vampires who were all, they wearing dirty clothes and basically just, crawling around, unlike you and your sophistication, Kale. But eventually, you guys happened upon the correct tunnel to get you down to the next level. And in doing so, you leveled up. Welcome to level 15.
Welcome to me being permanently invisible unless I take an action.
Yeah. So, let's see. The first thing you would see as you're going down this dark corridor and finding yourself in these tunnels, a large cavern beyond space, 50 feet high, which is why the slope down took you a while. And as you're walking through the dark, let's see. I want each of you to roll me a 1d20.
Oh boy.
Will is immune to rolling d20s.
Each player?
Each player.
Okay.
Alright. Turtle Butter got a 13. As you guys are moving, rocking over here, Kale, your foot strikes something and you hear tink 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 of something just kind of colliding into a wall over here as you're walking.
I suppose that I will try to find said item that tink tink tinked.
Alright. What you find, it's unusual. It's what looks to be a bit of curved wood that's been treated with something. So I would say it's kind of got this bluish sheen on it. And there's a bit of what looks like an old path of a barnacle attached to it. Like something that belonged in the sea, but somehow ended up here.
He'll stick it in a pocket just in case, but it just looks like trash to him. So, bluish piece of wood with a chunk of barnacle. Like, how big? Like...
It's smaller. It's smaller than your hand, but it's big. It's small enough that it fits in your pocket. Big enough to have been kicked over and noticed. And
Big enough to create a bulge in the pocket.
And big enough to support a barnacle at one point.
Haley's walking around with a bulge.
Well, you can't see it. I'm invisible.
But we know it's there.
But we know.
We sense it.
We'll always know.
Sense the bulge.
We sense the bulge.
I cast sense bulge.
God damn. Oh god.
So which direction would you guys like to head in?
Okay, what we got?
Well, I mean...
Will, you could fit down there, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we should probably take it carefully and move in a group, and we...
Goodbye.
All right.
For that one, tell me.
Description of this area. As you wander in here, Will, you discover that the passage has 20-foot high arched ceilings that contain 1 foot thick curtains of translucent green seawater. That would be here and here.
Do we all fit down that way? It looks a little tight.
Yeah, you guys can basically squeeze your way through.
Suck it in.
It seems to be fairly quiet in this region.
But did you say that the seawater was on the ceiling?
Seawater is flowing down from the ceiling here and here. Let me see. Is this on the jam layer? No, it is on the map layer. All right. So you see those those weird things here and here? Yeah. So good. I was just making sure that was just a light effect there, not not sitting on the Your voice going, kill.
Can't suck in the bulge.
Just twist my rope so it's in the wrong place. No.
Oh no.
You're not
Don't twist
that
the
fat.
bulge.
Oh, let's go to a bad place this morning.
It's already started. It's fine.
Yep.
Oh, Ryan.
Yeah, so Will kind of just looks at the water and goes, like sniffs the air and goes, "That's seawater."
Weird.
Roll perception checks. Now, because this is flowing water, while it's not opaque, you're still having difficulty seeing it through the curtains. But as you look past this curtain into this hallway over here, you notice what looks to be a ship sitting in a 50-foot high cavern. Looks like it's been broken in half. Its shattered bow hanging towards the north, and the aft section leaning against the eastern wall. Its hull seems to be made of oak. Looks like it's made of oak and waterlogged, and has more of that bluish paint on the outside, with groups of barnacles latched onto it. You don't see any sign of sails or rigging of any kind. And you don't even really see bodies, or at least not from where you're at behind the curtain.
Say the ship was over here or down here.
It's in this corridor over here, past this curtain. And that's what people who live over 20 can easily make out. Other than that, to everyone else, it just looks like some bluish rocks from your position because the water is interfering with how you're seeing it.
Yeah, Phaedra. Yeah, I imagine like Phaedra, Aminette, and Will all are squinting.
Will is just touching the water.
Alright, let's see. You seem to feel it's very wet.
No.
Wow.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Water is wet and it walks through.
Drenched as you pass through the water. But other than that, you seem
He
fine.
just shakes.
Shanks.
Phaedra will lift up her shield and block the seawater and walk underneath.
You're
should've done
reenacting a
that.
scene from the game Vikings,
Yep.
or Lost Vikings rather. But I can't remember which one had the shield at the moment. I just remember the sheet having to pull upward to block off water,
And while
fire,
she's
and other
walking-
things.
While she's walking through, she'll point it out. There's a ship here.
You see, as you walk through and can get a better look at the ship, you see that the mast and anchor have broken off and lay in the middle of the cavern, that pretty much obscured by the water flow when you're on the other side of it. Most of it appears to be pointing toward the shimmering curtain you just stepped through.
I mean, we've seen weirder things down here.
We have. We really have. She shrugs. Let's go.
Eh,
Sorry.
fuck it.
also use her shield as she goes through. Just following the lead.
Now, we want to be sneaky, right? Not make too much noise.
When does being sneaky and ever helped anyone? Oh yeah.
Says the gnome
There's,
that's always invisible.
yeah, there's the gnome that can disappear.
So I forget about that.
Yeah, Gale is just gonna go visible on the other side of the curtain, and he's like, "Yeah, not gonna happen."
We see the bulge go for the curtain. Does it go for get out of the
No,
before
he's
Gale?
he's like, "I'm not getting wet."
Oh my god.
There's a
Come here,
way.
friend.
Hold on. There's another way through if you don't want to get wet.
Okay, he'll go invisible again and go to check that out because he's not gonna get his hair wet. He already looks terrible. He's not gonna get worse.
Oh my Lanta.
I gotta play him. I can't
Yep.
just be like he's not gonna just walk
Oh
through
no,
a curtain
that
to
was
see
a
water.
character. No, that was a character. Yeah, Phaedra will walk up, I guess, with if Will's coming with her and check out the ship.
Yeah.
Towards see what's going on.
Me and my mechanical bird is just gonna stay where we are and try and be sneaky.
I don't know where the ship is in this cavern, so I'm just gonna.
I think that's a good stealth roll.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you want stealth rolls for me when I'm invisible if I'm trying to be stealthy?
If you want.
I mean he's not really trying. It just
You're not trying, but invisibility gives you advantage.
I already have advantage.
Oh well. Why?
Advantage.
Sadly,
Well,
no.
No, but by being invisible, don't people have disadvantage in seeing you?
Yeah, that's true.
So there's that.
So what do you wish
I
to...
don't think
do
so.
with-
Work.
We're walking towards the ship.
All right.
I don't think so. Work.
As you look around
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, is Urk going to die?
No. The sword isn't active that way. All right. So as you look around the ship, you discover a name. The Blue Opal.
not the black pearl.
The Blue
Blue-
Opal. You can roll history checks. You can roll investigation checks. Anything of that matter.
Omanet's gonna look around.
Yeah, let's roll a history check. Maybe I've heard something about the blue opal.
Yeah.
The legend of the blue opal.
Yeah, Phaedra, you look around.
Oh, sorry, that's
Omanet.
that's the
sorry.
same as history though.
Yeah, Amunet, you look around and notice that there is a small, a smooth square hole in the aft section below what would have been the waterline.
Oh no. Just open up my notebook and I guess part of my notes got wet and so the
Oh no.
ink's all blood.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's fine.
Oh yes.
Hi, Jesse. Haven't heard from you today, but hi.
As several of you start to get up into the aft section during your investigation, you hear a creak sound, and this ship begins to shift to one side. Boo! Anybody who is currently investigating, please roll me a dexterity saving throw.
It's on a nut.
The ship is like right here, is it?
Basically, yes.
So we're
That
all
made a
under it.
very loud noise.
So pretty much anyone who rolled an investigation check to check on that, please. Just give
Yeah,
me
I said mine was supposed to be history. I just
okay.
misrolled it.
Sorry. All right. Phaedra takes full damage. Or is that Aminette? Sorry, Aminette takes full damage, and Kale takes half.
I mean, do you have
Uncanny
evasion or no?
dodge.
Uncanny. Rogue.
I got the average damage.
Rogue bullshit.
As debris is just come crashing down onto you guys.
Okay, so half that, so...
Mhm. So anyone?
Oh.
Ugh.
I mean, I could succeed that if you really wanted me to. But it's fine, you already took the damage.
Alright, yeah, I already took it, it's fine. Here I updated her token. I did, cool.
Yeah, there's still a bit of an echo in the corridor,
Ouch.
in the hall from the collapsing debris.
Careful,
Roll
guys.
perception.
I don't want you to turn it a wreck too.
Yeah, there's
Roll
things above us that
perception
probably
checks.
heard that.
All of us?
Sure. See, I don't know if it's
That's
supposed to be able to
performance.
see them or not. That's why I
Ah,
I'm not performing. I'm perceiving.
what are you perceiving?
Well,
Amunet, even
I'm not
as
perceiving anything.
your head is, both Amunet and Will, even as the echoes are dying down, you hear new sounds of echoes of feet running along the corridor towards the south over here. It seems
Now-
that the collapse has attracted attention.
Yeah, cool.
There are also things above us. Would they have noticed the sound? I hate to say.
That's a good question. What are they doing right now?
Have you?
Stop being helpful.
when I got here, but I didn't mention it because the way the wall is. I don't think I'm supposed to see them.
You have 173 hit points.
Because of your,
Yeah, there's
Fucking calm
basically
down.
a flickering. Sorry, no, that wouldn't be. There's a weak flickering flame in this cavern over here. That you're
Well-
look around and notice. It would have been blocked from view from some of you when you were looking at the wreck, but Vondel has good eyes on that. And you guys, feet stomping coming from this corridor down here. You do notice a figure looking out around
You're welcome,
here.
guys.
Yes,
Aren't you-
yes.
Aren't you glad I told you people above us?
I don't know
Well,
what
they
you're
were
talking about. I don't
they
see
were
anything
busy
yet.
having a camp, and now they've noticed that there's hostiles down this way.
Oh, good.
How do they know we're hostile? We're just standing around. It's not like we're.
we don't have a hostel. We didn't have a hotel.
I mean,
This
they can't even see Kale.
This is basically what you see come up there, and you hear a voice shouting back into the cavern. It sounds like it's speaking in Orc. Vondel, do you speak Orc?
God no.
Yeah. So you
Yuck,
basically
God,
hear,
no.
hear the harsh
dare
sounds
I
of
even
Orcish
speak
up,
that shitty language?
there. And from down here, emerge more of them. But these ones are wearing helmets that look like they have tentacles coming off of them.
Oh.
Oh no.
And let out a battle cry.
They look
I'll-
friends.
Are we sure it's a battle cry and not a welcome to our cave cry?
Welcome to our cave.
Welcome to the cave.
We've got fun and
correct
games.
me if I'm- Whoa, Kale. Calm down now.
Welcome to the caves, motherfucker!
I wasn't even clicked on my damn token.
Whoa,
God
Vondel.
damn!
You're all eager, aren't you?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Grizz, but Almanac saw these in the Underdark, didn't they? This specific type of orc?
She might have at some point.
I feel like the token looks very familiar.
Yeah.
Did we?
Whoop, that's
I
Meredith.
think we did whenever,
Did we
right
just meet-
whenever Fluffy and I joined. We had a we were trying to get over a bridge of slime or something, and there was.
Oh, that's
like,
right.
a
You
couple
met
of
you
these,
didn't you
and
meet like a friendly
some-
one at one point? Wasn't that one of
Yeah.
the Bright Society?
Yeah. And then we fought some Vrox, I remember.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I remember.
And ate them.
That's good cooking.
You ate them? Mm.
Yep.
Yeah. We ate a lot of things in that campaign.
Yeah,
Yep.
Kurt and Eminent. Culinary exploratorians.
My
Explorers.
favorite was the purple poison.
Oh, I still have that, by the way.
Oh.
Yes,
Not
she
all of it
does.
was
She came.
good.
She came to this campaign.
Oh, God.
I'm looking for
Yeah, it would have been a
Sylvie.
great group for Fitz. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was super fun.
Excuse me, Mr.
I'm talking. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
We prefer talking over fighting here.
Mm-hmm.
Delay. Come up with a plan, guys.
Oh,
Plan, hit him
I
with
have
a
a
sword.
plan. It's called 7th level spell.
Mm.
Okay, and then
I have a plan. It's called let others deal with it.
I have a plan.
I have a
Ain't no
plan.
problem.
Stay invisible the entire fight.
Actually, I have another plan. It's called Let Shiori do it.
So I want to point out, Urk, Eminent, and Vader, you're all within 10 feet of Frock as well.
Okay,
Oh.
so
Oh.
+5, right?
Vondel.
So
Mhm.
that's 26.2.
Amunet would actually be before
Oh,
me.
okay.
And
Yeah.
then that's 21 for Phaedra.
Boy.
5, so you said
Well,
5
Let
Urk.
me. 20.
Oh, sorry. I
By
thought
the
you'd
way-
already done that. My bad.
No. There
I
we
like
go.
that you
Now
pointed
she's-
it out.
Urk
Really?
would have a 12 initiative.
Jesus, though. It's 10 feet, like, radius?
There you go. Urk's fixed now. Yeah, it's a 10-foot radius around him.
Fuck.
I think it increases as he gets higher level.
At level 18, it's 30.
Whoa.
Alright.
Whoa, what? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're also immune to fear when you're next to me.
Yeah, that would have been a great group
and
for
I think
Fitz.
you also get something else next to me, but I don't know what it is.
Bonus to your saves.
No.
Give it to your charisma.
Yeah, +2 saving throws.
This is all saves.
Let's run. Gather around the goblin.
Gather around the goblin.
Immunite,
Hold
you're
the goblin
first.
tight. Give the
Oh, I
goblin-
tie the goblin to my back.
Yoda backpack the goblin. paladin.
Yes.
And we go from there. Okay, yeah, she's going to take aim and fuck this one right in particular, the one right in front.
The one that's screaming a war cry. All right.
Yep. Yeah, she don't like that war cry, and that. Oh wait, I had temp HP, so she still has that. Hold on.
Yeah, max HPs are
Yep.
currently up by 14 thanks to hero saves.
Yeah.
So
I have-
11. So she has 3 temporary still. Okay, cool.
I have
Vader doesn't
three.
have it.
I have 3 different health bars.
3 different health bars.
Okay, so
I'm like
take
a
aim,
boss.
bonus action for advantage, and then sneak attack because advantage, light crossbow. Any other bullshit I can do? Nope.
Jesus.
41 hit points. Ooh, I need to roll something.
And then because
Hold on, hold on
she-
1 second. I want to roll something real quick. The Uruk screams in pain as you strike an arrow right through the eye, nearly penetrating the brain as it drops and starts flailing.
Oh god.
Well done.
Okay.
So it's not dead.
That was 1 hit point away from killing it. I had to roll a Constitution save to know to see.
Oh.
Just blow on it. No.
Oh, can't you just like fall over and like put arrow in a little bit further?
He dropped his weapon.
Oh god. Okay.
Screaming
so,
in pain.
Because she used sneak attack damage, she is going to Whales from the Grave. to the next one, right next to it.
Okay.
Click a button. 14 points of necrotic damage.
All right.
Let's see.
Anything else?
Did she? How would she roll pretty good perception? Could she hear people coming from this direction too?
Coming from which direction?
Up north. Didn't you say that there are footsteps from the north?
No, there's no footsteps from the north. There's just shouting an orc up there.
Oh, but okay. There's other movement, or other shenanigans.
I do this.
Okay, so she's gonna move. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Wait, no. Hold on. She's right here. Yeah, we're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Go right there. Actually, right there. Okay, that's your turn.
I think it was 14. Yeah. Vundel.
Does it look like that this one here is
Give me
aggressive?
insight.
Hey, I don't think I have any pluses to that. Oh no, I have +5.
Well, you see the back of its head at the moment as it seems to be shouting into the car.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
For a 19. Don't
Yeah,
ask me for
you
an
managed to hit
insight.
this. You managed to hit this one's eye despite the helmet. By the way, these guys down here are all in helmets. The guys up here are not in helmets. Just so you know.
I don't know what to do aggressive, and I don't want them to know I'm here. You know what? I'm gonna wait this turn out.
All right. Kill.
I kind of imagine Kale might do the same. He might move over toward out of the way in case they do become aggressive. He's invisible, and I guess we'll do a his action would be a stealth to move there.
Okay. That works
With
for me.
advantage.
Roll stealth with advantage. Yes.
Which I do terribly.
Yeah. So Amunet, you hear footsteps nearby you. So you know one of your invisible companions is close by.
Yeah, Will or Caleb.
Well,
Or
Will is
Vundel. You don't know
invisible.
where Vundel is.
Or Vondel. Yeah, it doesn't.
I mean,
yeah, or
I mean, Will is visible, but passive
Yes.
stealth.
It's like we need to put a bell on all these invisible people.
They tried.
Stealth?
You probably beat it with passive perception, honestly.
Yeah, it's 28.
Yeah, I think it's only a 21.
Okay,
Wow.
two better.
How do you figure your passive stealth?
Nah, just do like the same with passive
And,
perception.
and he's
10
got
plus-
boots. And he's got boots of
so-
elven
so
kind,
17?
so he doesn't
Yeah.
actually make any sound when he moves.
You know what? Neither do I because I have boots of elven kind. So,
Oh,
but that's,
Oh,
no,
so
but
yeah,
you
so
did-
Amunet, you didn't hear him make
but that
footsteps.
so
Maybe
yeah.
you just felt
yeah.
a small
Oh.
breeze.
Oh, no.
You smell
I'm
his
pretty sure
perfume.
Smell perfume. That's what
That's
I'm
right.
for. That douche motherfucker's got summoned on.
You
Oh, hell
can
yeah.
only blend into like upper class areas.
Yeah. It's like
Down in a dank
sniffs
cave, a rotten ship, you're standing out.
Yeah.
the air. Oh, Kale's nearby.
Meanwhile, Will walk through the seawater and he is camouflaged.
He smells like seawater.
So what is Phaedra gonna do?
Okay. What exactly do these helmets look like? Can I get a description of them?
Alright,
The tentacle helms.
alright. Let me read out the
Like, do
actual
they look like
description
mind
of
flayers? Is what I'm going for.
that. These guys are wearing bucket helms resembling bulbous mind flare heads with large glass-covered eye holes, which Amunet shot through one of them and shattered right into the eye. and tentacle-like breathing tubes. So yeah, they look like they're wearing tentacles on top of that.
Yeah, that's not a good look for them. Phaedra's seen mind flayers before, and they're done.
Question, please.
Um, let's see, what would she do? Ooh, passive stealth is 28. Nice. Yeah. So she'll click her flying boots and she'll like kind of like, make herself look like big and bad like she does whenever she means business. And she's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's going to move in front of the group. And she's going to point Bob at the one that's on the ground talking to the one that's behind. Uh um They're speaking the war cry was in Orcish, right?
The war cry down here, no sounds, just a big cry, like, Rah! Sort of very aggressive, I'm about to fuck up your world sort of cry. Not
Okay.
a actual words of any kind.
Okay. Hopefully you understand this. Look at your friend right there. You want us to do the rest do you want us to follow suit with the rest of you? Stand down. We mean you no harm.
Intimidation. And you get advantage because you make a good point about what Amunet did to this other guy here.
Okay.
Oh, God. Nice.
What she did to Bill? God damn it! Holy shit! Bill is almost dead.
Are you sure you want to continue this way? Because I'm okay with that. Kind of just like grins. Twirls Bob around in her hand.
Gary's Phaedra scary.
Yeah, so the other Oregs down here, you can hear them breathe heavily through this weird, like, even as this one is nearly collapsed to the ground, making weird gurgling noises. This one up here seems to have turned around, is observing the scene, sees it, and starts yelling back into the hall with more Orcish. The guys down below, the weird bluish orc helmets, sort of stand by and not very aggressive.
Now that we see them better, did the helmets have tentacles, or did the orcs have tentacles?
The helmets appear to have tentacles. The tentacles look like they're some kind of weird breathing tube. Kale, as you're getting a good look at them, you kind of notice that these make you think of those weird things called space helmets that you saw on a movie once in Amlarn.
Space helmets, great. Astro orcs. Sporks.
Sucks.
We're getting into some Warhammer
Yeah.
40k here.
Daka daka.
Kind of, except not really.
Are they space helmets or diving helmets?
They look like space helmets to you. The way that the tubes are set up and the bulb is not in the same way that dining helmets be arranged. And you hear movement.
Does this look like a spaceship?
Oh, it looks like a normal ship.
It just looks like a normal ship.
Normal sailing ship. Now a comes tromping at a cave up here. She's also wearing clothes similar to what these guys are wearing, except without the helmet on. And she shouts in common, saying, "Hey, who goes there?"
Mind your own business.
We're here trying to get lower in the dungeon to find Lokar.
Kind of puts her hands on her hips and starts shaking her head. The master of this hated place. isn't it?
Hasn't been the most friendly of places, but
No, it's not.
I mean, if you just show us the way down, we'll kick his ass for you.
That's
Don't
a
know
plan.
the way down.
Well, then how about just letting us pass freely? We won't. Well, I won't steal anything.
That Lokar, Mad Mage, he stole our propulsion system for our ship. And our captain's gone mad. We had to flee here before he ate us all.
How does one steal the wind?
Well, hold
We
on.
don't sail on the wind.
They look like they sail. Is it the Astral Sea? That's
She
or not
laughs.
the Astral Sea. What do they call it?
We actually sail in space itself. We're
We
from
all sail through space.
we're from a world in the, not far from Toril. Our captain led us here, and then we got stranded.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Where's the way down?
Since you didn't know.
Ah. Useless. What's back there?
What's left of my people?
So you haven't seen any weird gateways or downward leading ramps or anything like that?
We haven't been able to find anything like that. There's too many dangers around here for us. There's not enough of us left.
How
Might
about you
as
fill
well
us in
quit
on
to
these
see what-
dangers?
Yep.
Roll persuasion.
He does not get advantage.
Nice.
Not that it
Read
matters.
it. And they say, you know what? Yes, we should rebel.
Hey, you guys want to rebel? You guys want to rebel? I'm your man.
There are several terrible things here. There are jinn that live earth and water. Very dangerous. Apparently, they have some sort of bargain with Lokar, from what I understand. Something to do with the lich that lives below us.
Blah, blah, blah.
And that there are the can't really pronounce this easily. I'll try and spell it because I cannot pronounce that for the life of me.
Who did we just lose from the channel?
Quentin. I think Quentin. Well,
Yeah.
There he is.
There you
Oh,
Lives.
Ghana.
Dribbling tightly.
Ghana, though.
Yes, there are worshippers of
Gahan.
Gahanadar there here. The god of the
Those were some oozy sounds.
That was one of the Space Orcs equipment malfunctioning, and he had to step away to fix it. His communication device on the helmet, he needed to step away and fix it. It has some water in it.
Oh.
Yes, that's what that was.
Oh, Lord.
Oozes God.
She
You
nods.
just hear Aminet just like sigh. Fucking great.
Yes, well,
Avoid all that.
this is why my mates and I have referred to this place as the Cavern of the Oozes.
Oh, good. All right. Do you know what you talked about Jinn. Do you know if they are just randomly about or if they are in a certain direction?
She thinks for a moment. If they're still here on this level, and not gone down a level to fight, well, that they might be. Stupid map doesn't actually label them easily. Oh, hold on. I know how to do that. Eep. 1 second, guys.
Dude.
One is not far from here, past those curtains of water. And the other is on the opposite end. Basically, she points, map-wise, it would be southwest and northeast. They're in opposite corners. The oozes are all over.
Yeah, we've dealt with them before.
Oh, not like these ones. Consider, have you ever seen a gray ooze that is so big that it could swallow any of you whole? A huge gray ooze? Or how about a black pudding capable of speech and magic?
Oh. Oh, good.
So they're unique.
There are multiple uniques here among the oozes. They are very different. I suspect they used to be something else, and that Lokar transformed them.
Almanac
So
kinda
some of
steps
them
up.
are capable of speech. Have you talked to them?
I've actually...
They are zealots, worshippers of Gahandar. They wish only to transform everything else that they can encounter into oozes by consuming them and adding them to their mass.
I had a friend once who had a friend who had a sentient gelatinous cube. I wonder if that's how it gained sentience. I never figured out how that happened. This is Almanac. Gabagool.
Excuse me, it's Glabagool.
My bad! Glabagool!
God damn it, remember his name. Rip in peace.
Sorry! Sorry! May
Poor
he
old
rest in
Glabagool.
peace.
Roll
Okay.
a perception check, by the way.
Everybody or just her?
Anybody who's talking with the orcs or the space orcs.
Will is just shouting back at them. He's not really in the conversation.
Yeah, Phaedra, the more you're talking to her and, you know, the one that's standing next to her, are without the helmets on, unlike these guys below, you notice that they are a bit thin around the face, and a bit, you know, basically looking a little bit gaunt. As if they hadn't eaten in a while. Oh, that'd be Aminette. Sorry, I keep looking at the Phaedra name up there and not seeing the
Yeah,
Aminette below.
sorry. I get lazy.
It's okay. No, it's not your fault. It's the dangers of two-character running.
Yeah. Almanac's actually got some meat on her, doesn't it? She does.
We have a whole bag of colding of Kiro's feast.
Yeah.
And the ability to make more at will.
Yeah, Almanac's gonna, turn to Will and just say, I don't think these guys have eaten for a while. Do you want to give them some of that food that you made? Can we give them some of the food that you made?
Ah,
Old man, can I give him food?
yeah, what? Yeah, sure, whatever.
Okay,
What are you asking me for?
because you made it.
I didn't make it. Stone
Yeah, you
made
did.
it.
The
I
stove
made it.
I will be held for no responsibilities of this stone.
Almanac will, walk up and give, she'll just say, seems like it's been a while since you've, had any sustenance. This should help a bit. And she'll give out a piece to everybody. She'll go around. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that'll bring it down to 25.
The orc
Are
leader.
there more of them, or is this it?
There are more.
Oh,
The
okay.
orc leader nods her head at her companion, and he lifts a piece of food to his mouth and carefully starts chewing and swallows. And she watches him for a minute. And he puts another piece in his mouth and kind of nods back at her before she starts to eat.
We have a bit more if you have more, I guess, of your party.
There are 12 of us left.
Okay.
Not all of us got away. I fear that my mate has been eaten by our captain.
When you say eaten by your captain, what exactly is your captain?
She kind of like lets out a sigh and says, Captain Gathrod, he brought us here and our ship got taken away from us. Well, the navigation system of our ship got taken away from us. He's probably still on the ship. He is what a Illithad. He has to feed
what
on
now?
brains.
Commonly known as mind flayers.
Um,
Phaedra will say.
where is he right now?
And he's probably still on the ship.
Which direction is that?
She kind of gestures in what on this map is a northerly direction. It's down past those tunnels, but he and his guards should still be there. He controls them with their gem.
Gem?
Yes.
What kind of gem?
It's a he's got 4 of them, 4 fist-sized gray gems. They can control these gray creatures. I think they're referred to as Sladdy.
Brock, where are you going?
You guys have fun with that.
I'm just going to check something out. I'll be back.
Hey,
in a
Brock,
moment.
don't
Stop.
leave the group. Get your little green ass back.
See you later, Frog. Have fun.
Thank you, Will. I will.
You do realize
I'm well.
Can you leave any of your valuables here with us, so that we don't have to like kill something to get them off your corpse? Just leaving that out there.
There's nothing you can use. It's fine.
there's
Forget
no
the-
reason to go up there.
That book.
That's your opinion.
Phaedra will fly up. Frock, I know you're new to this group, but you're not doing yourself any favors by running through these caverns alone. All you're doing is putting yourself at disadvantage.
I don't know.
Stay
I've
with
been
the
doing
group.
that.
Will, don't start.
What? I never stop. It's not possible for me to stop.
Slowly turns over towards the gnome. Can you not?
I can't start something if I never stop.
Look, we only have one room in this group for one edgy wandering person. Will's got it already.
What?
Why is it the small people?
Also, am I edgy?
What? Did you just call me small?
Oh.
I'm a dwarf. I can call you small.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. People call me small my entire life. Now, don't run off. Stay here, and we'll go that way in just a minute.
Am I edgy?
I promise I won't
I'm
walk
edgy?
off. Promise I won't walk off.
Don't ride your dragon off either.
What? I don't know
Oh
what
my
you're talking about.
Hey, Sylvie, do you want your master to go kill himself? How about you just stay with us? Try to persuade this dragon to stay put.
So you trust me? You know we can take it. I'll have you guys know I am a knight of royalty.
Okay, this is
Handle
happening.
myself.
Phaedra pulls Cinder out of the no-no place. Cinder goes right in front and just like sits down in front of Sylvie, tries to poof herself up as big as possible, and look as angry, and it's just like, and just basically growls, and will not let her move.
Will is just standing next to Kay, like, what's happening?
Oh.
Kel just shrugs.
Look,
The little people are arguing.
And I'm not. Hold on.
Wow.
I'm not involved.
I will
We're having a straight-on midget brawl here.
and now I'm slowly walking up to Kale. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
Mr.
Whoa. I feel like
Elfman.
this is unfair to the small folk here. Why is Will this size?
Will, you're seeming awful big today.
Ah,
Will's expanded.
yes.
Uh,
Anyway, we should definitely go check out that thing with the not working wind,
why exactly are we going that way?
because there's a thing there that shouldn't be here. So
The mind flayer.
You talking about the thing that
The
came
captain.
from space,
yeah, like
which
no.
is not another plane.
This means that. Oh no, that thing shouldn't be here.
Look,
I was just gonna
Being
kind of look down at
I know you're
Frock and be like,
just-
none of us should be here.
I know you guys are just elves, and you don't get how the greater things work in life. You guys are not
I will
really.
literally
You
slaughter
guys
you if you
do
continue
not
that
have
statement.
any religious insights. So I get that you guys don't
Meredith
understand
looks
it.
looks at the Church of the Grape, looks at Frock, and going, "Why do we have a zealot with us?"
I made a promise to Helm to not let mind flayers do mind flayery things. So
I thought you made a promise to Helm about it. Interdimensional creatures. Technically, I would kind of qualify for that. I wasn't born on this plane.
It's
Neither
difficult.
was I.
Neither were you.
Says Phaedra.
Phaedra, yes, you were. You're just born on.
You're born on this
parallel
the
world.
material plane.
Oh,
You're just
yeah.
parallel world, yeah.
Parallel world, sorry.
I mean, it's
Shiori's gonna lean into Frock. Don't be stupid, and don't
how dare you call
insult
me
me
stupid?
again.
What?
Oh!
I mean, I guess.
Ooh, scary short.
Can I just be like, what is that? Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah,
Aren't
good
you
luck
immune
with
to be
that.
frightened?
Oh yeah, I am.
I would say intimidation isn't really frightened though.
Yeah, it's not a frightened condition, I suppose. But
It's not.
Yeah.
I don't know. Rolls against
no.
players is weird.
It's fine. I don't
Oh!
care. I'm sorry. I called you an elf. Anyway.
Oh, me edgy.
You are 5 seconds from being smacked with a sword. Choose your words carefully.
Yeah. Okay. Good for you. I'm gonna go now.
Frock?
I'll
Frock?
see you.
Frock?
That's my name.
Wait a second. And then we'll go. Okay?
No,
Okay.
let's let that happen.
Sure. Honey, no.
I'll be fine.
I'll be fine, see?
How
The
dare
mighty
you guys
goblin.
stop me? I'll have you.
You know,
I mean, what's the problem
Yeah.
here? If he dies, we could just get a new one.
Phaedra just kind of crosses her arms and looks at Shiori and says, "You know what? You did this to yourself, Frock. Never mind, hun. Carry on."
Okay. Just a mind flayer. Why are you guys so scared?
And meanwhile, Vondel is stealthing his way the same way, and nobody notices.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just realized that once you said it. I was
Too
like, wait.
busy with Brock.
Wait, where's the ship? The ship was northward, right?
Oh, well, maybe if you were listening and paying attention to what they were saying, you would know what direction that was in, and we would be able to answer that.
It's kind of just standing here looking at the group going, man, I'm really mild-mannered today, aren't I? Maybe I have stopped.
Maybe I have stopped.
And Fader will turn to Will. I'm just tired of people doing dumb shit sometimes. Use your brain.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Will, are you losing your edge?
I think I am. My goodness. Well, that's the thing with growing old, isn't it? You get a little bit more dull.
Actually,
Well,
you know what?
Viren isn't here for you to keep it sharpened on.
I'm fairly.
I do miss antagonizing Viren.
Starhuggle. I'm fairly certain that frog will be fine. They don't eat brains, right?
Oh!
Wow.
Starhuggle was a bit of a dick.
Well,
you can't eat what you
Oh,
don't
wow.
have.
it could
Brooke has really
you
made
could eat the
some
poor dragon's
distance.
brains. Shiori points
Brock
out.
has
I mean,
really
sorry.
made some distance.
Meredith points out. You could eat that poor dragon's brains.
Yeah, if the
It's
dragon's
true.
stupid enough to follow him, that's its prerogative.
Yeah, we have no machine for that. Stupid do what stupid says.
Wait, what?
So, Chris, do I see a door on this thing?
And it's gonna feed these guys up here while this shit's going on.
He's dancing over there. What is he doing?
Everyone.
Urk is just running it, chasing his tail, maybe?
I don't know.
We'll go with that.
So,
So, we go south, right?
yeah, split the party, right?
He'll be fine. He said he'll be fine. I'm
Okay,
going to do an insight.
Okay, so what Brock sees, you see a bunch of stalactites from the 30-foot high dome ceiling, and you see the edge between these stalactites of an enormous vessel. But you don't see any openings from where you're at.
Can I revivify someone that doesn't have a brain anymore?
Nope.
No.
You have to.
Oh
what is-
god, where did he go?
Okay, Sylvie, you're gonna wait here. I'm gonna go kill an illithid and some great
Where did
people.
Brock go? What?
Okay.
I've lost a Brock! No!
I'm gonna cast 8 on myself at 3rd level.
This isn't what's supposed to happen. I'm supposed to be keeping an eye on Brock.
Uh-oh, spaghetti
The wrong
You
bastard.
never split the party.
Oh, there we go. Found him. Alright. That's alright. I found Sylvie.
Okay, then I cast Stone Skin on myself.
Oh wait, Brock's not with Sylvie. Fudge.
I'm like 5 centimeters above him.
Yeah, but I don't want to cross whatever this is.
Alright.
Those are, I believe, stalactites that are in the way. Let me look at the description some more.
Well, if they are blocking my vision, I would probably be on the other side, but
It doesn't say anything more about them except for stalactites, so I'm not actually sure what the difference on this flooring is. I think this and this
They
and
could
such are
connect
just.
with the floor.
I think they're meant to be like really big stalactites.
so would they be impairing my vision? Like,
Not really.
or would I be able to move past them?
I think you can move past them. Yes.
Okay. Oh, he's not with his dragon. Fudge.
Can I
I don't
jump
want-
on this thing? Or is it like way high up?
It's a big ship. You'd have to try to climb.
Just gonna.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, no, don't start climbing. I can't be stealthy doing that.
That's your problem.
No, so the rest of you guys are just feeding the Orogs, who are quite grateful for being fed since they're
Well,
very
that
hungry.
was while that whole like screaming match was on, and it wasn't saying a damn thing. So she's up there doing that. I imagine Brock ran off, and I don't know how long has passed.
I don't think Kale would be extremely keen on like going after Frog to rescue him, because what happens when he finds out that like I have a curse from the Shadowfell and I'm influencing this plane.
So, Frock, roll me a dexterity check to see, or athletics or acrobatics to try to climb up all that shit. Okay.
25.
Well, I was trying to help you. So you climb on top of the ship, and immediately are getting aimed at and fired upon by ballista as a
I was
surprise.
trying to get on the side.
It's a
Of the ship.
curved thing, and you don't see any openings on that side.
Yeah, indeed. So I climb up here, and then I'll walk up to. This thing is enclosed, right?
What do you mean enclosed?
Like it's an inside of a building, not just wide open, right?
You're on
Or is
top
this
of
not-
you're on top of a fin.
Yeah, but like what I see to the left of me, is it like a domed structure, or is it like?
It's
the
not a
deck of
structure.
ship?
You're looking at the side of a ship.
Yeah, but when I look up, does it look like it's enclosed, or it's like the top of a normal ship?
It's kind of like you can't see much of it, but it looks like it might be the top of a normal ship. It's hard to tell.
Okay. Let's double check something.
Rondell, what are you doing?
He's starting to climb.
Yeah, you see the little goblin scrambling up the side of the ship, while the rest of your
Alright.
party is having a debate and feeding orgs.
If I were to cast a spell, would I stop being stealth?
Yeah, you would have to re-up
Yeah,
your stealth.
usually action breaks stealth.
Yeah, I thought so.
Although maybe a sleight of hand check for a stealth spell. Chris, you've let me do that in the past.
Right, yes,
it has
that's true. You
it
can
has-
do that.
But yeah. Oh god, where did he go? What?
I feel like Sherry would move up to this right here.
Where
and
did he
watch
go?
Paths.
Where the goblin?
He keeps moving. You have to move to catch up. Handle. He's climbing up on the edge of a curved wing, and she's apparently on the other side of it. You'd have to roll another athletics check, Frock, to see if you can actually climb on top of the ship.
I hope that bloody goblin doesn't climb on top of it, onto the ship, because then I have to cast a spell.
Where is athletics? There it is.
This makes you think of the cat climbing a Christmas tree, and you're desperate to remove the cat from it before it pulls the Christmas tree down.
Somehow the game that threw me out of Roll20. Wait, give me a sec.
It's
This
trying
is like
to
one
save
of
you.
That's the ultimate split the party.
No,
This is
it's
like one of
fine.
my failed experiments, god damn it.
I want to know how
Yep.
much time has passed. How
Let's
long
see.
has Brock been
It's
gone?
possibly been as long as 2 minutes at this point.
Yeah. So Fader's gonna be like, "Where the fuck did he go? She go? He?
Frockacy still
Kale
be
just
safe.
sort of gestures to the north. He wandered off that way.
And you didn't say anything.
He's like, what was I gonna do? Tackle him?
Yes.
Meredith kind of puts her
Wow.
hands on her hips and goes, "But he's on the back of a dragon. How's he supposed to do that? He's gonna mess up his perfect hair."
Oh my god, I just can't. Okay. Pleasure meeting you, ma'am. Yeah, and yeah, she's gone.
So, and Kale's just like, the other dwarf is missing too, right?
No, thanks for letting me know.
What is this?
I'm sorry, I've moved away from you, Will. What are you pointing at?
Kale just sighs and like goes invisible again, I guess.
This.
I'm guessing that it's huge stalactites. It doesn't specify in the book, but there are huge stalactites around.
I'm gonna finish up climbing.
Quentin, I need you to roll.
Will has.
Okay, Will, Rondell, what are you gonna do? He's about to climb on top of the ship. What's your action?
Ah, it's me! Okay, I'm gonna try and cast fly on myself.
You don't have a
Without-
grease spell to put
Alright,
in.
No,
well,
sadly.
Frog, as I
wanna-
said, Frog got himself on top of the ship. He instantly is getting shot at by 4 ballista.
Would
I wanna
you
try and
prepare for
be.
me?
I wanna
Yeah, they heard you
try and-
climbing up the side of the ship.
I wanna
True,
try
I'm
and
not
be
stealthy.
sneakily and with my casting of
Irk, you coming?
fly.
Yeah, hold on. Before you guys move again, I have to roll the dice.
It's fine.
Yeah. I just moved 60 spaces from my original position way the fuck by the Orogs.
Wait, can they even aim this way?
Yeah, they've basically moved around and aimed all at you.
Ah.
So let's see. At least one of those hit.
One of them does, the rest doesn't.
Yeah, so you take a massive ballista
18
bolt
D10.
to the
I
chest.
presume this will be piercing damage.
20
right?
d20.
Yes.
That's fine, because I cast Stone Skin on myself.
Oh man. That's 20. Oh, that's twice that because it did say thing. So it's 37.
No, it's not, because I'm immune to crits. first
Oh,
of
so
all.
it's 22.
Yeah, and I cast Stone Skin, and because it's piercing, it's halved, so I only take 11.
Oh my god. Well, battle commences. Nobody can move anymore. Most of you are too far away. I have no idea what's going on.
It's fine, I'll go first. I'm Frog the Unkillable. And I will die very soon. I know.
No, alright. No, you said it.
Oh,
Fuck.
okay.
Yeah, well, we were discussing this the other day. This is why Quentin dies all the time.
No, I am.
He's worse than me in multi-user dungeon
This-
games.
This looks like it's more like a liquid.
Look, I was called twice, 3 times. Okay.
Yeah, it could
Oh,
it could
yeah.
be some kind of liquid. It's hard to tell. It doesn't actually say that in the thing, which is frustrating. It all it
These
mentions
guys
is the
are very
stalactites.
large now.
Oh, I know what that is. Hold on, let me see. Well, no, I'm not gonna grab that now.
Oh, that's right. It's some kind of stagnant ooze. That's what those markers
The
around
gray
thing are.
stuff here on the ground.
Yeah, but it's not alive. It's basically some sort of ooze remnant.
Will has the land rise, so difficult terrain that is not magical or it's not gonna affect him. So
Cool.
if it slows him down, it doesn't.
Did everyone roll?
I think so.
I think so.
Looks like it, yeah.
Gray, slot.
All right.
Sunday.
Okay, seeing these guys shoot things, I'm gonna hide behind this one. So they can't shoot me anymore. And then I'm gonna hit him with the sensor. Let's see. Why is it auto-rolling again? God damn it, I wanted to throw a Divine Smite on there.
That reminds me to check to see if my Eldritch... Oops, sorry, didn't mean to roll it. I wanted to check and see if it was adding my... No, it's not.
I'm gonna throw a 3rd level Divine Smite on that as well.
All right.
So that's an extra... Oh, that's a shit roll. That's an extra 13 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then second attack. That hits. Let's smite on that as well. I have another 3rd level. Let's do... No, let's say Fury of the Small. Maybe I'll kill this one instantly, so... Oh, those are bad. I mean, not that bad.
All right. Let me give me a minute.
Oh,
Oh.
All right.
I do remember Grace Law being very nasty, so I'm not looking forward to this, actually. I wasn't hoping there would be Grace Law.
No, it's okay. You said you're invincible.
You got
I
this!
mean, I am. I got
yeah, you're
this.
fine. Yeah, solo mission,
mean-
yo.
I mean, they can't surround me because there's
It's
something
not gonna
else
be a
space,
solo mission.
So it's fine.
Bundles there.
Oh,
It's
okay,
fine.
not bad.
Not
Anyway,
sure how much help I'm gonna be because I
And
don't
your
want to be.
your third attack?
I don't get 3.
I thought you
wanna
had. I
be
thought you
a-
had a third. I'm sorry.
No, it's none. Yeah, I only get 2 attacks as a
I don't think
bonus.
that added your Fury of the Small, by the way.
Well, I saved it because
Ah.
I didn't know how much damage he would take from that.
Vundle.
That's fair.
So, Like-
How high would I need to be?
Let's see, does it actually remember to specify how big the ship is? Okay, so the ship is 290 feet long, 50 feet wide, many tons. It doesn't actually. Oh, here it is. 30 to 50 feet high, depending on where you're at. I'm gonna go with. It is about 40 feet high up here. Here's the description. Yes, that is ooze. 5-foot deep pool of ooze, an immense cavern, 30 feet to 50 feet high. And yeah, it does specify climbing up the ship, DC 15 athletics, which you clearly did. So you're good.
Okay, so if I go 40 up, I will be able to help, right?
Yes.
Alright, so I will fly 40 feet directly up. And I'll then notice that Brock's under attack by.
Oh wait, sorry, I misspoke. It would have to have been 50 feet up. It's 50 feet high with the nose and tail lower than the middle part because of the ballista. My bad.
Okay.
Was
I'll
the
be 50 feet up.
sorry? Was the ship 50 feet up? How high is the cavern?
The ship itself is hold on.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's sitting in a 5-foot deep pool of ooze. The ceiling varies from 30 to 50 feet high. No, the ship itself. Here it is. The ship itself is 20 feet up. My bad. So you
Okay,
only need 2.
okay.
I was reading the wrong information on there. My bad.
So I fly up, and then I notice that Brock's in trouble.
Yep.
Or has enemies near him, and I'll just fire up whatever's the one that he's fighting. Can't actually see, but that's fine. And chuck some lightning at him. Did that hit?
No, it did not. The Slad, who was looking down at the little goblin attacking it and growling at him, is now glancing up towards you and giving you a toothy sneer, filled with razor sharp teeth.
Give me that snare. Here. Does that one hit?
That one does hit,
Alright.
but it doesn't seem to do a lot of damage.
Well, I'm not that helpful. But as I hit him, this happens.
So
He-
basically, you fairy fired it.
Sort of, yes. He shines with 5-foot radius of dim light. Disadvantage on attack rolls against me, and the next attack has advantage. And if it hits, gets a d6 lightning damage added to it.
Oh, that's
So
good
you-
for me, because I roll shit on my hit rolls.
So you Twilight vampired it.
Basically,
Edwarded it.
It's sparkly.
Twinkle, little slod.
And
That's
then,
like Kale too. Kale is all sparkly today.
No, I'm not sparkly. No.
then I'm going
No.
to
I'm fabulous.
fly back down to the ground.
Oh, how are you feeling today, Turtle? You feeling better?
Yeah, a lot better. I slept in a little today, so.
You throw up.
And that's my turn.
Kale.
Well, definitely not stepping in the ooze, so gonna have to pussyfoot around that.
Your pupper seems upset about something.
No, she's chasing a ball, so I can go 35.
That's excited barking. Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's bark, 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 ball. Oh, guys, I'm not helping with this one if I gotta go through that ooze. Sorry.
Yeah, just remember, you
Right.
can dash.
Oh,
Double
yeah, I guess I
movement.
can dash. Actually, ooh, that was probably not the way to go, but you know what? Okay, so I can go another 35 feet, I guess. I don't know if he would dash. I don't know if he cares enough to dash.
He's
Yeah,
Saunders.
it's not really. You don't know about the situation up there.
By the way, are you still shedding
After all.
bright light, Kel, or do you
No,
currently
no,
not see
I'm
it?
not. I am not. I am
Alright,
invisible.
is anyone shedding bright light? I see Shiori has a dot on her.
I did have the light cantrip on. I don't. Honestly, it would have worn off at this point. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only if I have the sword out.
Alright, I was just double checking because I got a character who can move in the darkness, so.
Yeah.
Phaedra.
Okay, where could she hear shenanigans happening? She can only see
North
so
and
far.
east.
North and east.
Yep.
All right.
Although she sees the little mechanical owl hovering in front of her.
The owl's actually on her head.
Oh, it's on her head.
Oh.
Got it. Never mind.
Yeah.
He notices now.
The fuck?
Well,
Okay.
it was stealthing before, so makes sense that she
Um,
only notices now.
Yeah. So we're going to make the little dwarf go faster. Gonna cast a spell. Expeditious retreat.
Dwarf go burr.
Yep. And we'll go flying boots activated 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Just trying to figure out where people are. So I guess she's just hovering above the ship. Actually, she wouldn't.
She'd be hovering
said it
above the
was
ooze at this point.
20. Yeah, so she'd be like. Be over here. And then, okay.
Is she floating up 20 feet?
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is all enclosed?
No, it's not. It's the top of the ship.
Yeah, we can't see
It's
inside.
black. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're not you're not supposed to be able to see it until you get over the edge, but you can see 3 slad.
She's 20 feet up in the air. How high is it?
It's 20 feet up. No. You see 3 slad. I can't release the thing because then everyone would see it.
Oh, I see.
It's because it can't take it because it's not easy to take into account on a flat map. People in 3 dimensions and
That's
what
fair.
they can see. So
That's fine. Okay. She took the dash action as her bonus action. And then she gets 25 more feet of movement. Is that right? Yeah. So 5, 10. Is Frock in this area up here?
hold on.
I mean, that would be easiest.
Oh, okay, cool. Got it. And she's just gonna look at Frock. I swear to fucking God, if we survive this, you and I are having a come to this. I heard about this guy Jesus meeting. Come to Jesus meeting after this.
Why are you guys intruding on my moments?
Your moment, and that's her turn.
Shuri.
Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
She's actually. Oh, actually, no.
And he would be right behind her. How far away would this be from me? Like upwise, be like on top of it.
That would probably be another 10 feet up.
So
Tentacles.
5, 10, 15, 20, so about 30. Because it's 20 from me and then 10 feet up. How far away can I do this? That's the question. Not that far. All right. That's fine. Oh, wait. I don't got a lot of spells. Because my echo occupies a space, can I, if I cast a spell that can bring somebody with me, I can bring him, right? Technically?
Well, yeah, since you're tethered.
She sees Phaedra flew up there and she's yelling. Yeah, she would do it. Dimension door. She's gonna try to be on top of here.
All right. And find yourself face to face with a gray slod.
My thoughts exactly.
I think it's Will's turn now.
Yeah, all the long legs are running ahead.
Yes, they are.
Well, I mean, and we'll solo the dungeon if it goes another way. uh, how far? I can't even see that far. So he can use his bonus action to dash up there. And from here he can see nothing. So he's just gonna use his action to dash once more. Which is just there. And that's his entire turn.
Poor Will. Eminette.
Okay, for the record, would like to state that she has this now.
All
For
right.
any invisible things lurking in the shadows.
So she knows Kale's behind her.
You really need to pick a better scent. That is just too musky. Anyway.
If we ever get back
Wow.
to town where I could go shopping.
Okay, well, let me go and kill this thing so you can go do that.
Smash his balls!
Well, to be fair, you were in town recently, but you immediately went back down into the dungeon.
Okay. Let's do... Do I want to do this bullshit or that bullshit? Yeah, let's do this bullshit. That is... Action or bonus action? Okay, she is going to... Yeah. Bonus action, she's going to ghost walk. So... she... copy it and put it in there. Beep, 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 beep. Beep. She's gonna ghost walk, last 10 minutes, and she's going to just start heading this way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 20 feet up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Remember, your fly speed is slower than your normal walking.
I'm not flying. I'm walking.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
I can't see you anymore, so I don't know if that's going.
No, I'm on the ground. I'm not.
I'm in a box.
I can hit you with Will, you and Will with fly once I get to my round if you don't want to waste anything.
So 20 feet up, she wouldn't be able to see anything. So yeah, I guess she's just going to. Yeah, I guess she'll hover. She'll then go up 10 feet, and that's her turn.
Okay, Meredith.
I need to mark that off.
Okay, so
That's fine.
60 feet. Okay, she can get there. Basically, Urk, you thought Meredith was behind you, but suddenly she's ahead of you. Okay, use my action and bonus action, and I'm now all the way over there. Urk!
Alright, so when I use flight, right? When I use the wings of flying, that doubles my speed, right?
I believe it has a
Yeah.
flight speed of 60, I believe.
Up to a speed of 6.
So your new speed would be 60 when you use them.
Yep.
Oh, okay, well, that means I wouldn't have to worry about this black goose stuff, right? Because that's what this is.
Yeah, it's just it's just a pool of ooze 5 feet deep.
Alright, so I'll do that. I'll give myself flying. So that means. Fine. There we go. Ah, and we will. $60 up to here, and I'll use. Can I use dash while using my wings?
Yeah,
Yeah.
is your wings a bonus action?
Use an action to speak its command word.
Okay. So next round, if I really
No,
wanted to, I
yeah.
could.
Oh, that means Meredith's got to move further because I only used a bonus action to port her over there. I could have used an action and turned it into movement, I think. Ugh, I forget how action economy works.
Wait, so it's bonus
That's right.
action.
That's right. It's an
dash?
action, not a bonus action to dash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's normally an action.
Unless
Some
you're
classes.
a rogue spellcaster has cast a spell on you, expedition retreat, or
Yeah.
monk.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, I still.
Which means
feel
Meredith's actually
stupid.
over there.
Did I hear noise coming up from behind?
No.
By any chance? Huh? Okay, no worries. Just wondering if those guys were following us.
Nope. They said it was too dangerous.
Alright, no worries. Yeah, that'll end my turn then.
All but one of us listened.
That's just scary
Two.
cat talk.
all but 2 of you listened. I pretty much didn't even hear what they said.
So the slide
I was already
here
gone.
grins a bit as it sees more people gathering up over there. Points a hand out in your direction, and all of a sudden a fireball comes whipping away from it and explodes in such a way that it hits Shiori.
Can I counterspell that?
Yeah, you can.
So it's not.
That's your reaction.
I
Alright.
don't want to lose my bird.
No.
No!
I am here. You're fighting me. Those guys don't exist.
If I'm hearing this, I'm just like, well, he really doesn't want my help.
I don't know. He is kind of far away from me.
I don't know if I can hear him.
Magic. Let's see. That's 1, 2, and that is 3. Okay. And I need to keep track of which ones have cast what. The one here. Let's see. Shiori is right next to it.
Yep. Hello.
That one grins at you.
Uh-huh.
Claw and bite.
Miss, and miss. All disadvantaged.
Strike, you're out.
The one next to Fruck will attack him as well with the same.
One of those hits. But I have Flesh to Zone, so I only take 5 damage.
This is with the disadvantage because I think. That...
Oh,
Oh
it
no,
has?
no,
No.
sorry, that's right. It's only against Vondel that has
Yeah, it's only
disadvantage.
Yeah,
against one.
yeah, it's only against me.
And you notice that some of its wounds seem to be patching over.
Oh, I'll fix that.
I need to be in my guardian form for it to
The
be the other way around.
Last
I'm-
one.
Yeah, Iron
I
Man.
need to make concentration checks, I forgot. That's for the instance of the crossbow, and this is of this damage. I'm
All right,
fine.
so the last one moves forward, and it is now going to launch the fireball behind Shiori, Echo, that, and that.
Yeah, man.
Sorry,
unless,
guys, I'm too far away to
Unless
counterspell.
Shiori, Phaedra,
I can't
or
see.
Phaedra have a reaction that can counterspell this.
Negatory, Captain.
All right, time to roll up a fireball now.
What's the range of fireball?
It's big.
150
120.
feet,
Oh.
and it's
And then, like, a
basically
20
aimed
foot-
it so
yeah.
that the
Yeah, I was gonna say if
wait.
it was 60, she's 70 feet, she's 20 feet in the air, that would have hit her, but that got her.
yeah. So the
Does it-
rest of you basically see a huge fireball explode on the side of the ship.
Oh,
That works.
my mech bird doesn't die.
Nice.
All right, now I need to do deck save though.
Dex save. Oh, look at that. Okay, what do I get for a shield?
Yeah, it's a
master?
20-foot radius sphere centered on the point. Fun sphere.
Okay, that doesn't target just me. Okay, okay, got it. Okay.
You can shield master, can't you, to evade?
Yeah, if I pass.
Yeah, if you pass.
Yeah, if I pass. Dex. Let's do this. Come on.
It's
baby.
only 14. You can do it.
But she's
Yeah.
also not dexterous.
Oh, yeah. Can't you? No, you can't.
No.
I mean, wouldn't matter
I
anyway.
used Indomitable last session. Oh, wait! But we leveled up!
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Indomitable. Reroll.
Come on. You can do it.
Motherfucker!
You're too far away to get my bonuses.
34. Got it. Come here, Phaedra.
No flash of brilliance. Well, that probably wouldn't save her.
Nah, too low. Crispy dwarf coming right up. Oof.
It's such a low amount of damage, though. You're fine.
She did roll 10 on the hit die for the level up. I was like, ooh, beefy.
Mm-hmm.
So Frack,
Beat.
your turn.
What are you guys doing here?
Saving your little ass!
I am fine.
So I rolled a perception. What did I roll? 19. Am I hearing any of this shit? Cause
You saw the
Waiting for the
fireball,
gate.
and you're probably hearing Phaedra and Frack yelling at each other. Yeah.
I'm gonna use the 4th level Divine Smite and Fury of the Small on this thing. So yeah,
Alright.
Pull out the ball.
that's the damage.
So that's a dead
Fuck.
flood.
I told you guys.
Alright.
It's not that hard.
Alright.
They're not the threat.
It'll just go touch me. It's fine. Next strike.
You realize it doesn't do physical damage, correct?
It's fine. I am protected by helm. No magic can touch me. That's
It's not
pretty
magic
shit roll of
either.
damage.
Sure.
gods don't
Dealt
save
with
you
one.
from being stupid.
I
Yeah,
don't know about
the
that.
last slot cast a fireball at itself and nuked half the party.
Eh.
Yeah, I got crispied on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's it.
Vundle.
Sure, he's more aware about the person that the thing that basically almost killed Phaedra and a barbarian friend is no longer here in one turn.
Alright, gonna fly 20 feet up.
Oh, that was such a fucking nerve-wracking.
Ooh, I could make Phaedra even. Oh, who would benefit from being able to attack more?
Shuri.
Shuri. She hits harder.
Alright. Macbird's gonna go to Fury. And well within range. I'm going to cast through my Macbird haste on Fury.
Are you concentrating on a spell?
Oh my god.
I'm only 20 feet up.
Okay, I just want to make sure because you're gonna fall if you're concentrating on fly.
I know.
Falls,
I'm well aware of
loses
this.
concentration.
Alright, here we go.
But yeah, you have haste.
Oh,
I
good.
lose concentration.
Sure,
Actually, I
go
could
bird.
actually do this much safer. Should be able to see my bird.
I mean,
Oh,
you
it
have
needs-
movement. You can move down before you do that, right?
Yeah, just double checking stuff. Oh, it just needs to be within range, so I don't even need to see it. Alright. I go, make sure so I know what I'm doing. Fly down. Have my bird give you haste. And then... Ooh. Fudge. What is... Sorry. Control. Bird flies away.
Virgo, no.
And that's my turn.
All right.
I can't fly that far
Concentration.
away.
So yeah, your fly spell would have dropped if that's what.
Yeah.
Because your fly spell's a concentration.
Yeah.
All right, Kill, you're up.
This is an
Okay.
unnecessary amount of AC.
So I am casting Fly on myself, Will, and Aminette because they're in range. I believe. Hold on. Well, that gives me 60 feet, so Will, Aminette, and then I'm just gonna sort of chill there because I think that's all I can do. Fly on Will, Aminette, and myself, and drop invisibility, obviously.
Obviously.
But yeah, that's as much as I'm gonna do because the goblin doesn't sound like he wants any help. But you two are flying now. You can go help. Have fun.
Oh, but do we?
I mean, if you don't want it, you don't have to let me touch you.
I mean, it's fine. Why not fly?
Phaedra, the crispy dwarf.
Yeah. So she'll go down. So down 20, 25. So that'll put her on the ground. But still kind of there. Okay. Yeah. Take a step to the right. And then 3 attacks with Bob. Actually, yeah, 3 attacks with Bob. Silvered. Let's do this. Advantage because flanking with Fury. Let's do some.
I think you'd actually have to be here to flank with me.
Oh, okay. So then 17,
10.
27, 27.
I mean, you can move there. It's only because you were 20 feet up and this is 20 feet up, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, she also
Yeah.
has expeditious retreat on her, so she can.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume that you're like right here. That's how you got the flanking.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then let's do. Yeah. Extra superiority die, D10 damage, 6 extra points of damage, and we will go for Commander's Strike. Oh wait, nope, can't do that because I dashed as a bonus action. She'll goad. Fuck it. It's gonna die real quick, but fuck it. DC 7. Is it 17 or do I need to update that? Hold on. DC 18. Wisdom saving throw, please, from the slot. It is goaded. I need to update those to say 18. And that's her turn.
All right. Jerry.
Well, you see, they're within crusading distance and I have advantage,
Oh no.
which means I have triple advantage. So we're gonna do this. Activate Life Drinker, so that's being used. And we do first attack. Second attack. And then hasted attack. And the 4 is necrotic, by the way, for Life Drinker.
Yeah, the first attack missed. The next two hit. Yeah, Life Drinker needs to have it's what it is underneath of it, not to say Life Drinker, to say necrotic.
Unfortunately, I cannot change that.
Really?
Not for the way I had to roll the super advantage. It won't let me do it.
That's very odd.
Another bonus action. Yeah, she would. Bonus action. Bring out a stir hole right there.
A tiny straw hole.
And he moves there, and I will use Unleash Incarnation, which means I can make an attack for him against everyone. This is just normal.
He has his own actions and everything?
I have a limited amount of times I can do that attack.
Cool.
Otherwise it's just my attacks that I move through him. But I have 3 times a turn. It's a miss.
Oof.
Best use of that. Mark that I've used one of my incarnations, and yeah, I'll use my. I will just. That's. I'm not gonna use anything else. We're good. My displacement cloak also kicks back on, so I'm gonna mark that.
All right, Will, you're up.
Come on, Edgelord.
What the fuck? Why did I earn this title?
I mean, maybe more of a crank lord.
Yeah, Crank Lord.
Crank Lord
Crank it up.
with Kale, who's got a bulge in his pants. Do we really want to call him a Crank Lord?
You made that connection.
Don't you dare touch my.
I did make that connection. It's Sunday and I'm with y'all. Of course I'm gonna make that connection.
Okay, fine. He's a grump lord.
He is the older than the boomer lord.
Hey, coffee buddy, your turn.
Hey,
He's
hey,
from-
Boomer. Okay,
No.
Boomer, it's your turn.
No,
Hey,
no, no, no,
Boomer.
no. He is Will is part of the greatest generation. Fuck you.
That's why I said older than the Boomer Lord, which means he's part of the greatest generation.
motherfuckers. We have the best name.
Exactly.
Shut up, you fucking zoomers. Oh shit. That's an eye. I just wanted to point out. That's
Yeah.
what I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
a nautiloid.
Yeah, it's a Nautilus strip. It's cute.
Everyone, I can see. We go this way.
Mm-hmm.
Can I
You
fly
saw some of
up
them
here?
fly up here, yeah.
Yeah.
So how far am I going?
We're 20 feet up here.
Oh boy. Yeah, could Will just fly up? He can fly 60 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Could
ceilings
he
are
get
50.
up on the edge?
You can fly up 20 feet and
How-
be able to see over the edge.
How tall is the ceiling here?
50 feet.
Okay.
So if he uses this is see here. Oh, come on, I forgot already. That's 50 feet. So here he goes. 50 feet and 10 feet up. He still needs to go 10 feet more to see over the edge.
Correct.
Alright then. Bonus action. So he goes another 10 feet up, so it's 20 feet up. And then he goes. Oh look.
Hi.
Wow. Why?
Because Crazy Goblin.
Points at the Gerblin.
Mm,
It's all Quentin's fault.
I
The
don't
crazy
know
racist
about-
goblin.
I don't know
I-
about.
First of all, these guys are from Limbo. That's also not
I wasn't
here.
talking about their racism toward them.
They tried to shoot me. I hit them. Fair trade.
Anything else you can do, Will?
Yeah, I'm just like I just arrived. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Elder Will, and I am probably no. Okay, never mind.
I mean, there's a lot going on here, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't see really any environmental things that I could take to my advantage. I can't push them off the edge, can I?
Nope.
Because are they below me?
Not exactly. You're basically on the lip, and the ballista can fit over it, but there is a rim at least to keep things from easily falling over. You're
So
basically
I'm on
like
the same. Currently, I'm basically standing on the railing, and I'm on the same level as this lottie.
yeah, basically yeah.
Oh. I like being eye contact, eye level with a slotty, so Will is gonna just go another 40 feet up.
There's no 40 feet up. That'd be hitting the ceiling with your head.
Could he go up to the ceiling?
Sure.
How high up is that?
It's a
Wait.
total of 50 feet altogether, so it's another 30 feet up.
Hold on. I need to just check so that my spell can reach. Oh god.
Because you've already used your your
I
movement
used my
and your
bonus action to dash.
Oh, that's right. You're a rogue.
Yeah, that's right. Motherfucker.
Rogue bullshit.
So, I thought flying was 30 feet around, and dashing made it 60.
Nope, it is a 60-foot fly speed.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
cool.
Flying, Will basically has a flying speed of 120 now. Be afraid.
Okay. So you want to go up? You want to go up to the ceiling?
Yeah, if he can reach it.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
know
reach
how
it.
high. Yeah, so he's 50 feet up. Someone do the math.
I did the
Can-
math. We're good.
Yeah, can someone
No.
can he reach? No?
You know, man.
That'd be 75 feet. How
75 feet?
Yep.
I have 90 feet reach.
Oh god.
I mean, I don't know.
Do
I
it.
don't know.
Do it.
Abracano.
I don't know what you're doing, but do it.
Let's try it out.
I have no idea what's going on.
Confusion.
Oh.
That's
All
a
right.
concentration on my part.
That is wisdom saving throw. I believe that place, even though I don't see what the DC is.
DC is 70.
Yeah. I
Okay.
only rolled a 15, so.
Hold on. Yeah. Spell save DC 17. So confused.
Mm-hmm.
Confusion. America, explain. Why is this one Kansas and why is this one not Arkansas? Why is it Arkansas?
Because multiple speech patterns, and nobody knew how to spell when they were written down.
Same reason Greenland is covered in snow and Iceland is covered in not snow.
No, that's fuck you.
Iceland's green, Greenland's white.
Because fuck you.
That was humor.
And why do British people pronounce schedule, but not school as shul?
Are you stupid?
Are you stupid?
Neighbor, way,
Oh no, you
Burrow.
have to put more phlegm and a longer pronunciation. Are you stupid?
Amunet, you're up.
Okay, so Amunet's got fly on her, which I imagine overrides the hover. So 60 feet. She's 10 feet off the ground. So she will go 10 more feet to see all the fun stuff, which will put her at 20. Beep. And then yeah, she'll go another 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, she'll just go right here. And yeah, let's see, light crossbow at the. Actually, this one's taking a fair amount of damage. Light crossbow at this one up here.
All right. $32.
And then immediately within 30 feet, Wheels from the Grave for this one right here. And that is over here. Where the fuck is it? There we go. And
All
then bonus action, hand crossbow at that one that just took Wheels from the Grave.
All right.
No sneak attack. I forgot to untoggle it, so just the 8
8.
piercing.
All right.
Yep. And that's her turn.
Okay. Meredith steps through the darkness, gets herself up here, sees what's going on. Finishes climbing down with the rest of her movement. Picks a target and decides to wing her blade out at this one over here. And gets a weird look on her face when she realizes it doesn't take as much damage as she might have thought from cold. Urk, you're up.
Oh, alrighty then. 60 feet. Let's go. I go. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see it. But I'm here now.
Yeah, they're another 20
Is
feet
it-
up.
Is it possible to be going up at the same time as going?
You
forwards?
can spend your action, since you can't hit anything anyway this turn,
Yeah.
to continue moving another 60 feet.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So you go 20 feet up, which is now you have 40 more feet of movement.
Mm-hmm. So, do I need to be like inside the black box or something?
I'll
What is
move
this
you.
weird thing?
Let's see, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, and you can now see what's going on here, and you have 20 more feet of movement.
Oh, okay. Cool. Hmm. Yeah, I'll do that. And that'll end his turn.
Alright. Slod, some of its injuries seem to heal as it uses a claw attack against Sturhole. Is that enough to destroy the
Nope.
echo? Uses a second claw attack against Sturhole and then attempts to bite him.
I missed somehow. It's like, nope, no.
This one heals up a bit and goes after Frock because Frock is the one that came in and started attacking. Claw, bite, all at... Oh, no, that's right. Phaedra goaded it, so these are all against Phaedra. It would have gone after the ones it goaded it.
Okay.
22, 24, and 26.
Can I?
Yes.
Don't I have a thing?
Yep, you do.
You do.
Intercept.
You do.
You also have your shield master as well. Oh wait, no, that's a fighting style. Never mind.
Yeah, that's a fighting style.
So which one do you intercept?
Do all of them yet?
So 26 hits, 24 hits, 22 hits. Yeah, all of them hit. Pick one.
Yeah. Let's do the 26 one.
So the last one. Okay.
So 18 to Phaedra. Got it.
Yep.
Oh, I should have picked them. Sorry.
Yeah, too bad. You already picked the one at the bottom. So
It's fine.
See
Phaedra
how
took
it is.
18.
It's because you guys intruded. That's why you take damage. I mean.
Oh, I'm
it's fine.
sorry. You just gotta be like the most person and most person in the party.
All right. What? So this last one has confusion on it. What needs somebody needs to roll on the confusion table? Whoever has
D10.
All right. Let's see what type of confusion it's suffering from.
Are you rolling or?
I said you can roll because you're the one that cast it. You get to decide the fate.
Haha! You run in a random direction determined by a D8.
All right.
I
Roll a
believe-
d8 for me.
I believe that's it. So basically like a clock.
Yeah. Roll a d8. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Up is probably 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4.
So it went screaming right down towards Urk and Meredith and will attack Urk.
It doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't attack on it's confused?
No, it takes no actions.
Alright, so it's just running right at you, Urk.
It's just
It's not running around like yeah.
Now, as this round ends, before Frock gets to do anything,
Oh, hold on. It is allowed to roll another wisdom saving throw to end the effect at the end of its turn.
Right.
Nope.
so at the
Remain
end,
confused, bitch.
so at the end of that round, in the middle of the front of the ship, a figure suddenly fades into view among what seems to be a crackle of energy.
Oh,
You see this tentacle
tiny.
vision. No, he's not tiny. You see this guy, the peg-legged Illithad.
oh, great, an elephant pirate.
Just on time.
He just kind of appears in the middle of the thing, and his tentacles like spread wide, and he makes a sound worthy of Zoidberg.
God.
And with that, we're gonna take a quick break since it is 2 hours in, and then we're gonna continue the battle.
Okay.
Lunchtime.
I know where I'm going on my turn.
You know, I might just have to use this sunlight on these guys. It'll probably happen a lot, right?
Hmm.
I mean, they are cave dwellers, right?
What, Illithid? Erk,
Well,
Jesse,
what?
what are you asking?
I could probably use the sunlight on these guys.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, so I probably will be doing that. Yeet.
Are you? You're not attuned to it, are you? I thought
No.
Phaedra still had it in the bag of holding.
Oh, I thought we decided that Ack was gonna hold on to it.
Oh.
I thought we put it in the bag of holding.
I thought we put it
Oh,
in the bag of holding too.
Because Urk can't dual wield it without a feat.
Yeah.
True. I'll just stick to the winding blade, that's fine. If it does anything to it. But, two books. Fine.
I mean, even if she tosses it to you, I don't think it's gonna do anything for you because you're not attuned to it. I don't know. I gotta go make my sandwich. BRB.
Hey,
Welcome back.
I'm back, guys.
Welcome back.
Is everyone here?
I'm here. I imagine Shuttle's still making food.
I'm back, by the way. I'm just filing my nails, and I didn't think you guys wanted to hear scritch, scritch, scritch. So
That's all good. I'm sitting here eating, and I didn't figure you'd want to hear me chewing.
I'm also back, but I muted myself just so that you don't have to hear me.
Yeah, there.
Okay.
I think that's everyone.
Back.
keeps dropping in and out. But he said it sounded like you typed something about having internet issues.
Oh.
Yeah, he said he's too tired to continue.
Okay.
Aw, poor Jesse.
Aw.
And
I'm glad he got a
a
chance
bit
to
upset
this
about
stuff.
not being given the Sunblade. He sounded kind of bummed that we didn't give it to him.
Well, he does have a major blade, and this is like a minor blade.
Yeah, I don't know. He just seemed.
I mean, if we can retcon and give it to him, I have no problem with that. It's just that we didn't take
Yeah.
an hour for you to attune to it, so it's not going to do anything for you. But if
We
you
can
want
give-
it, you can have it. I don't care.
Well,
Next
he's
long
not here,
rest.
so I don't know.
Next long rest, he can have
He's
it.
still online. He's just not on the
Yeah.
call anymore.
Oh, he's not in
Yeah.
here? Oh,
No.
okay.
Anyway,
I just figured you hadn't found a spare moment to decide who gets the Sunblade yet, because you haven't had a chance to
We
attune to
kind of
anything.
hadn't. Like, we just shoved it
We
in a
really
bag
hadn't.
because
Yeah.
we got it, and
Yeah.
then we came right down to this level, and then Frock jumped into shit.
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah, you didn't take the time to hang out with the space orcs.
Why would we want to hang out with space orcs?
yeah, they're so ugly.
Well, I mean, almost.
Why would I want to hang out with goblins? They're so ugly.
They're awesome. And
Alright.
green. Green is best color.
Kale the major racist is starting to find out he's not the most racist in the party.
I don't know. I have something against.
Yeah.
Elves, apparently.
Well,
shock,
I
right?
didn't say anything bad about
Yeah, you
elves.
did.
I just
Yeah,
told
you
you
did.
elves. And I just told you guys
You
didn't
said it
know
with a
about the
very,
relation.
very.
We had a major
aggressive
rant
tone.
about elves.
It's fine. I'm gonna go kill the thing now. That I came here for. I don't know why you guys are intruding. I was doing fine.
I mean, who cares
Really
why it's
didn't-
here? Who cares that it might just be
Really?
stranded and wants to go home?
We
Let's
really
just
do
kill
not
it.
need to go here.
Not my problem.
This really isn't the
You're
fight we
assuming he's even gonna get
we
to your
needed.
turn.
I'm the first one to go.
Oh, hey.
So, it
So
will.
Frock is
You
basically
get one
a
turn.
Frock is basically one of those ticket cops that has way too much aggro.
Yeah.
Like you parked in
We
the wrong.
You're not
have a
supposed to be
mission.
here.
It's not
Okay,
We
okay.
kill
have a
you.
mission to do.
You're trespassing. That means I can shoot you. Easy. Anyway, is everyone here? Are we gonna start?
Mhm.
Before I do something dumb.
Before?
Before
We've
that-
already
yeah,
gotten there.
As,
Yeah,
as I
you've
said, it's your
already
turn, Frock.
Okay.
You've
I
already
will.
done something dumb.
Yeah,
You know, I'm not gonna bonus.
it's unfair. I was supposed to do that.
I'm not gonna bonus action disengage because I want to use my bonus action to use what is it called? Where is it? Divine harvest power. Harvest divine power. I'm gonna regain a 2 level spell slot as a bonus action. So I'm gonna take 1 attack of opportunity from this guy if he wants to. He doesn't have to. Does he take an attack?
Disadvantage.
Oh yeah, that misses.
Yep. 21 misses? Alright.
I'm gonna turn you up a bit, Bruce, because you're super quiet.
Did
That's
you
only
have your
because
mic flipped up?
that's because I had my microphone flipped up while I was eating.
Oh, okay. And then I'm gonna hit this guy. I mean, I'll hopefully hit this guy. Shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that, hopefully. That misses right. I mean, they might not have that high.
That
AC,
misses.
actually. Does that hit?
That seems to hit, yeah. You hear a clanging noise.
Let's add a divine smite on that.
Clinging
bit of
noise?
damage.
It's a Klingon.
Cling on.
Clanging noise.
That's it. That's action, bonus action. Oh, and that's a spell slot.
Vondel.
You know, I don't really have a play in this fight anymore. Let's just wander off.
Okay.
Let's stir up some trouble elsewhere.
Let's go pull some more shit in.
Yeah.
Kale.
Apparently.
Why not?
Oh, I think I'm just gonna fly up and see what's going on, but I'm not gonna actually do anything, because,
Not like I can do
I
anything.
don't necessarily
anyway.
morally agree with,
Randomly killing
from what
shit.
from what the
From helping Frack.
from what
It's
the
not
orc said,
random.
they were stranded here, and it
I'm
went
not-
crazy because something was stolen from it.
Yeah, it's
And it
crazy.
was eating the crew members.
Yeah, that's not
Because
okay.
it was stuck here and it couldn't go home. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Still not okay. You eat people.
Not
man.
eat the crew members.
If they're your only source of food, what are you gonna do? I mean, if you guys were stuck with me somewhere where you were my only source of food, I kind of know where this guy's coming from.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, move forward 10 feet and fly up 40. Oh, actually, yeah, 40, move up 20 feet and fly up 40 because I got 60 feet, right?
Yeah, you get
So
60 feet of flight.
I'm assuming I can see them, but I'm not like over that invisible barrier. So
Yeah, how many feet up were you? 20 or 40 feet up?
I was moving. I have 60 feet, so I'm 40 feet up. So I will put there you go. You got it.
Okay, you're well above the ship. You see three salad in a triangle with, in the middle, appears to be a tentacle-faced pirate, considering the coat and the peg leg.
All right, so I'm gonna just pull out a squeak token. He's not actually here. I'm just gonna. Can you give him vision so I can see like through that wall?
Sure.
I'm just gonna use that as my excuse to be able to that I can see over there. He's not actually there. He's not real.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, he is real. He's just on another world and blocked
Well,
by
he's not real
time
right
issue.
now. That's just so that I can see through the wall. That I can see through, but you can't remove because it'll make the map weird.
Yeah.
Map go, no.
Map said no.
Though, let's check something here. Dynamic lighting. Given that all of you that are around here are capable of hitting the things on there, let us put that on the GM layer, and now you can be able to see.
All right, cool. So then I can get rid of this fake squeak.
Squid.
There you go. Color I can stand looking at for any length of time. Do you have any actions left?
Who, me? I'm not attacking. I'm done.
Right. So the figure in the middle, who is still screaming like Zoidberg, attempts to attack Fruck. Well, actually, it's gonna attack a bunch of you at once with a mind blast. Oops.
Yep, there it is.
That's not supposed to be whispered. Since I didn't actually do any damage after roll that, I can put that out again. The cone will be in this direction. So Frock, Phaedra, there's no squeak.
Phaedra, you get a bonus from me.
How much?
Shiori,
2
+2.
plus 2.
it's going in this direction. So it also hit Amunet. It will not hit Will.
I will use my.
And
reaction.
it doesn't seem to affect the slot.
Yeah, I will use my reaction to do Vigilant Rebuke, because I made my saving throw. I don't know if anyone else will, but that's all I need. And it's gonna directly take... Oh, forget about the radiant damage.
15 force
Okay.
damage. Got it.
Yeah.
Phaedra +2. Oh wait,
No.
no, that's a thing. No, that's the wrong button. That's the right button. Come on, dwarf.
So anybody who didn't succeed, you are stunned.
Omenet, intelligence. Ooh.
Hero's Feast, does that still give us advantage?
No,
No.
Not against that.
only against the wisdom saving throws.
Wisdom. Okay. Cuckoo.
The damage is 15 for anybody who who didn't succeed and is also stunned, or 7 if you did succeed.
You take no damage if you save, right?
7, half. You're just not stunned if you succeed. You're not crippled by a sudden migraine.
I mean, it doesn't say. It says or take 22 damage and be stunned for a minute.
Or really?
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about half damage.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It doesn't. That's weird.
So if you save, no damage.
Okay, no damage to the saved. And if you that didn't save, which was 2 of you, 15 points of damage and stunned. So both Shiori and Phaedra are struck by a serious migraine. Slod makes a hissing laugh. Phaedra, you are stunned.
Repeat the save.
Yes.
+2 still.
From
Yeah,
being
as
next
long
to
as
Fred?
you're next. Yeah, as long as you're next to me.
Come on, Phaedra.
Yeah, that's enough.
Nice. Way to be, dwarf! Shakes it off.
We should get you Stone of Luck.
For Phaedra?
Yeah.
Shiori.
I have it on Rhiannon.
I can do nothing because I'm stunned. So we will reap the save. Nope.
No. Will.
Oh, this slot is no longer goaded. Phaedra's turn.
Ah, yes.
Okay, so Will is going to. You don't have to change any on the icons. Will is just going to fly down enough feet so that he can hit this slot with a spell attack and then fly up again.
Alright.
So he's just going to go down so he can hit this 30 feet. And that, yeah. Constitution 17 or half.
Well, it melts into a little pile of goo.
And then he goes back up again.
Amunet.
Okay, we're going to go, oh, wait a second. I need to put a mark on her, because she is ghost walking. I forgot about that. Oh, fuck it. I'll just do her attack, and then I'll do it that way. Okay, so light crossbow at Squidface. Wails from the grave towards the slod that's in front of Stirhole. Bonus action, hand crossbow, slot in front of Stirhole. No sneak attack, I forgot to uncheck it.
Alright.
Just 9 piercing.
Got it. Anything? So nothing else?
Do I want to move her? Yeah, she's got 60 feet of movement. Spread out a little bit. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 50, 55, 60. Yeah, move her over here.
Meredith maneuvers to use Urk as well. Actually, no, yeah, Urk is flying, but no longer 20 feet above because it's the same level as that. It's now flanking with this against the slot, and we'll start punching. All at advantage, so 10 points of damage. Key, 2 more. 15 points of damage.
With confusion, does it have to save if it takes damage?
No, it's only the end of its turn.
Oh, okay.
Urk. Who's controlling Urk?
I
Rick.
might as well.
Yeah, since you're running away anyway.
I'm not running away. I've got nothing. I'm helping with my haste. And it's not like I can get up there anyway.
Yeah, but you're wandering off, and you might run into unknown dangers and be the one that dies off screen.
It's not called running away if I'm wandering off. Slight difference.
It's called splitting the party and wandering into unknown dangers and becoming the victim for this.
Who said
I'll be
any-
fine. Eric will just use his lightning blade on this. So advantage.
Alright, so that's... Yeah, the lightning again does not seem to do that much damage to it.
Yeah, but doing decent slashing damage.
Need to get a second attack now?
I think he went more bard. I
Yeah,
don't
he
think
has extra attack here, so.
Nice.
Yeah. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, so this slot over here starts healing up some.
Yeah, he's level 5 barbarian now.
Fucking hell.
And once again swipes out at Starholt.
Miss.
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 Miss!
And miss! By 1!
Wow.
He's got 19 AC because it's like proficiency
Alright,
plus stuff.
Will, roll the confusion of this thing.
Oh, goodness.
What does 3 do? Will? You're muted.
Sorry, I was muted. The creature does not move and take no actions this turn.
It just makes some weird burbling noises and doesn't do anything. Frack.
Oh, but it could roll a save again.
Was it wisdom save or intelligence save?
Wisdom. Nope.
Hey, sir, you're not allowed to do that. Oh,
Miss. That hits.
You're not allowed to do that,
let's
miss.
add a divine smite on that.
You allow him to smell the incense
The-
first before you hit him?
What's very odd is that when you hit it this time, it seems to shatter and vanish as if it was never really there to begin with.
You annoying bastard. Where are you? Come out here. Gotta send you home.
Fight me like a real squid!
What do you do next, Rack?
I'm gonna... Do I see a hatch to go into the ship?
Not from here, but possibly under one of the sled.
Hello, sir. Could you step aside? That's what they're...
Could you step aside?
Kill
Mondo!
your captain.
Oh yay! Time to continue wandering off. Let's go here.
Keep this up and you're gonna be eaten by a Gru.
Let's go this way, Dash. I just changed directions, it's fine.
Well, that's probably my plan all along.
Yeah. Oh, now you fell for it, and now you're walking straight into the worst part of this place.
Fine, it's
Kale.
not like I'm going that far. Yet.
What is that
What
noise?
is that noise?
Oh, sorry, I'm not muted.
Oh,
I told you I'm scratching my nails.
It's the buffing sound. Now I recognize
yeah.
it. I'm like, wait, well, that sounds like that was you. It's like, oh yeah, you were buffing your nails. That's what that sound is.
That was the sound of someone trying to use a comb as an instrument.
So what do you do, Kale?
He's gonna sort of like, I don't know, like put his hand on the hilt of his sword and like wonder it, like, I don't know if he can commune with it, talk to it, like, he's not really sure about this whole situation.
Hey, yo, sword, wipe check.
Yeah, sword, am I supposed to fucking kill these guys? I don't fucking know. Am I gonna get in trouble? Are you gonna give me bad dreams again if I kill these guys? Because really, I need my beauty sleep, damn it.
You feel a warm sense of purpose and see an image of yourself with your your companions who may or may not be friends, and that you have the opportunity to protect them.
Yuck.
What is a sword? I would have thrown it in the ocean long ago.
Was that my action or my bonus action?
That was a free action.
Free action.
The
Alright,
action is
fine. I'll fucking attack one of the slots. I care more about Meredith than Frock at this point. Frock, you know it.
Wow,
Wow.
that is low on the list.
Yeah.
Even Will is higher than that.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
So yeah, Eldritch Blast to the sludge by Meredith.
Poor confused bastard.
And I did not dread form, so.
Yeah, two strikes against it.
Yep, and that's it. I'm going to mute so I can go back to scratching my nails.
Phaedra!
Yeah, just come over here. Bob 3 times on the door if you love me. There we go. Okay,
14, 15 in damage.
Okay, bonus action, she is going to, second wind.
Alright.
That is 1d10 plus fighter level. Okay.
Anything else?
Nope. Oh, lies. No, that's it. Never mind. Yeah, sorry.
Sherry, repeat your saving throw, please.
Hey,
There we go.
Why was that a F advantage?
because it's a magical effect, and I have the spell shield.
It's not a magical effect. It's a psionic effect.
It said it in the thing. Magically created a thing.
Really?
Magically emits a psychic energy in a 60.
I mean, psionics is technically magic.
Yeah, I hate that because I consider them very distinct. They are very different from each other for me. But this is using magic as psionics, so I have to abide by that rule.
Is the
Yeah.
force in the Star Wars magic?
It's
The
it's
way-
a very mix.
the way I feel
But I
it-
treat what Grishrop was able to do in the other thing as psionics that's not magic.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
So that's kind of where the distinctions come from here.
I mean, the way I view it is there is the weave, and just psionics is a different way of affecting the weave, as to say. The same as how bards and sorcerers have very different styles of casting. I
Oh
view
well,
psionics of just being another style of
yeah, and I
casting
view
magic.
psionics as something very different. Where because I view most magic as well. Actually, I guess if you consider the fact that most magic has different origins, I guess you could consider psionics magic. Is that I kind of get a little bit weirded off by that. But I think it's because psionics are usually okay in science fiction, whereas magic is not.
I mean,
That could be where it comes from.
you could go the Tor route. That magic is just different technology.
Yeah, there's that too.
Anyway,
Will.
Oh, fuck. Shit. Damn it. Wait, but, oh yeah, sure is done because that was the end of turn. Damn it.
Yep.
Kill them!
I would, but someone attracted the ire of a lovely tentacled face person.
Ah, my spell slots.
And for whatever reason, doesn't believe they're a threat.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. So what is 50 feet up? I can go there, 20 feet. So that's 20, 70, no, the 20, 50, what's that? Is it 70? No? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
20 plus 50 is 70.
Nice. I'm unsure on the math. I'm just unsure on how to calculate that thing.
Yeah.
What's the formula? Because I'm stupid and hate math.
No, you're not stupid, but you can hate math.
I hate math.
I hate math too.
If I knew there was math in Dungeons and Dragons, I wouldn't have started.
Me either. Fuckers.
Yeah, so he's gonna go down there.
It's math disguised as a game.
Yeah.
Wait, so that's 70. He only has a...
Oh, still
Math
think
and
fine.
math and storytelling.
Wait, so wait, 5, 10, 15, 20. He was here, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, so that's 70, so that's all 70. He has to use a bonus action to go there. Fuck. That's ruined my plan.
You're welcome.
Blame math.
Blame math. Yeah, I do blame math. Why can't math... Why
Fuck you,
couldn't math fucking go in my favor for once? God damn math. Alright, well... I'm not sure how well this is gonna... how much damage this will do, but yeah, he's gonna use his bonus action to dash then, and then he might as well fucking fly far and go down here to its level. And then that should be 70, 75, 70, 80, 85. That's 85 feet. And then he's gonna just attack it with his stuff.
That's a miss.
As a miss. Swing and a miss. And he has still, because he dashed as a bonus action, so he still has 35 feet of movement, so he will go 30 feet up. So I'll put a 3 on there.
And since that one is suffering from confusion, it doesn't have a reaction.
Yeah! I just realized that I can just go whack it.
Whack it.
Amunet.
That one's getting a light crossbow. Sneak attack. And then
Which one's getting in the light crossbow again? I'm sorry.
the one over here.
All right. So
And
that's
then
42 points of damage.
And then she'll do Wails to the Grave on the other one. 46 necrotic. Bonus action. Hand crossbow in the other slot. I think I can hit it. Hold on. What's the range? 30. Hand crossbow is 30. Perfect. Got it. No sneak attack. And there we go.
That's a miss.
Motherfucker. Yeah, it's her turn.
Meredith attacks the one in front of her. Monk, monk. Advantage. Okay, that is 10, 20. Oh yeah, she punches this thing to death. Cracks her knuckles. What will Urk do?
I guess Urk will go over to here. And that's flanking now.
Yep, flanking.
And just whap it.
And that's enough.
Oh.
Oh,
The slod
Well,
body
gosh darn
slinks
it.
to the ground and starts dissolving. Meredith looks around and looks up. He goes, "Hey, Kale, it's safe. You can come down now."
You think I'm up here because I'm a coward?
I figured you're just trying to stay out of the way. Avoid getting hit.
He's just gonna scowl.
what's that?
Coward's your word, not mine. And Will, you wander around until you notice that there's a hatch in the top of the ship.
Hatch.
A very tight ceiling hatch, too.
Hatch. What is this
Oh.
arrow?
Hatch.
Oh, that was the hatch arrow. Accidentally moved it from where it was supposed to be, I think.
Woo.
Oh,
I'll
nope,
stop
that's not what happened.
Oh my god, the world is shifting.
Oh
I'll stop
lord,
const-
earthquake.
I'll stop concentrating.
Sorry,
on
I thought
this.
that was me that did that. That's actually part of the map. I don't know why it is.
So Shiori no longer has haste.
See, that's the reason why I thought I'd done something, because right there, you
So
see?
what? That one isn't movable, but this one isn't.
Nope, that one's a flat a flat image apparently.
Oh.
Hey, look! It's pointed at me.
Mm.
And suddenly Vondel's head explodes because it's a mysterious arrow.
Right, dummy here. By the way, just out of character, I saw something interesting about playing a negative intelligence artificer, because that works.
Oh god.
Because you
Yeah,
can
I mean
use
they don't really need. They do more buffs and like you can just take. Yeah.
Yeah, but I also saw that Spark of Genius also doesn't hinder you from using it on enemies, and you can use a negative modifier on it. So you can literally use a Spark of Genius as a Spark of Idiocy.
Oh, like a debuff.
Idiocy.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's great.
so you can literally lower another creature saving throw if you want to.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But I like my
that.
infusions.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, that is apt. That's accurate.
Well, are we going down the hatch, or we just? I don't know. I'm leaving this.
Whee!
Ha!
Hatch.
I'm going down.
Nerd.
All right,
Who
we'll
did
pick
that?
I'll pick all of you who are up near here up and.
Take the arrow with us so we can always point out nerd.
Rick's a nerd.
Can we attach it to Viren?
Beer's not here.
Yeah, but
That
no.
nerd.
That for later.
Ah!
You
Oh,
deleted the map! Control C! Control C!
The void is consumed.
Oh no, we're in Barovia.
No!
all right. I'm glad
Everybody panic.
I'm glad I'm not on that piece of the map.
Oh my
That was
I saw
terrible.
through the void!
Through the
I've
void.
seen through the void!
The player takes the psychic damage.
All right. Have fun down there, guys. I guess.
Fuck you!
I don't say that out loud.
I did!
Screw you.
All right, let me find the right spot. All right,
Wow.
you find yourself looking down to the ladder and start climbing. Actually, no, that wouldn't be copying. I'd be dragging and drop. Okay, why is that back? Must have hit undo somewhere.
Bad arrow. Stay.
That arrow really wants to be seen.
Lose me.
Because it's fabulous.
What are you trying to point out?
Oh, goodbye.
Alright, everyone who went down the hatch, here's where you are now.
Ugh!
You climb down a ladder that's bolted into the wall and that moves
well,
onto the upper
yes.
deck. Hanging upside down, well, actually, what used to be hanging upside down that you dislodged as you came down and crashed into the floor was a dead org in plate armor. Around you are crates, and you quickly find a second dead org also in plate armor, along with its great axe. The back of its head has been opened up. And as you peer down this hallway, you see a third corpse. This one not in armor, but still in Orug, wearing a blood-stained apron.
And what is that?
What is what?
What
That
is
is
that?
a ladder.
That's the ladder.
Is that a ladder?
Yep, that's the ladder you came down.
Alright,
Shut up.
how tall is the ceiling here?
I'd imagine 10 feet.
So Will is just scraping the ceiling.
Yeah, he's hovering. This little hat is crinkling up against the ceiling.
He's moving in a T-pose.
You got 10 minutes on that fly, unless Kale gets bored and drops it.
10 feet. Ow. So Will T-poses down the corridor.
As you look around, you notice that amid the crates and broken things from your vantage point, you can also see chests with their locks askew. Some of them just broken off entirely.
Askew, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Checks a box. Oh, chest.
You
Container of
see
loot.
5 chests and at least 5 crates.
One of the five chests, please.
All right. You want me to start? Is everyone picking a chest, or just Will? And it would be in this. This is the cargo hold over here.
Oh, over there.
Yeah.
I didn't go down the hole, so.
Yeah, you're just up there with Meredith and Urk.
Yeah, tell you what, Will is gonna rummage.
Oh, I came down.
All right.
I'm gonna chew on Meredith while you guys aren't here, but
Kinky.
Meredith doesn't mind.
because she's weird, she's
What's
okay with
wrong?
that.
There's boxes with
Oh yeah, Urk is here.
chest.
Wait, where? Oh, there's Urk.
Like loot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Okay,
boxes
so-
are askew.
Who is going to record what you find in each of these?
Phaedra will.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, Will is opening up the chests and taking it, picking up loot and everything like that.
Oh,
So,
I got it.
I'm gonna try to keep up.
okay, the first chest you discover contains 400 pieces of silver,
Fuck.
180 pieces of gold, 3 gold bracelets, Half buried by these coins is a 5-inch diameter miniature beholder made of enameled gold with black pearl central eye and multicolored spindles at the ends of its eye stalks.
That's a lot.
Chest 2 contains 6 bolts of elven silk. You also
Dibs.
find you're not there.
I
You
know.
also find an engraved box containing 5 3-inch tall figurines, each one depicting a kind of metallic dragon and made of the appropriate metal. The third chest contains 6 vials of what appears to be stardust that radiate an aura of illusion magic under the scrutiny of detect magic, which I imagine Phaedra has her magic eyes up, so she would notice that.
Illusion.
Wait, what was it? A vial of stardust.
6 vials of Stardust.
Stardust, yep.
I drink one. No.
Do you?
No.
I
Will
mean-
turns into a disco ball.
Alright. Chest 4 contains 320 gold and a silk pouch holding 4 blue pellets. They are also gleaming with magic. I forget the kind of magic. I want to say in certain editions it's considered necromantic magic. I don't think that is the case in 5th edition, but I might be wrong. Basically healing. Basically the equivalent of a potion of healing.
Yeah, I think healing
Yeah,
is now evocation.
Okay, evocation magic now.
I
Is it?
believe.
Yes.
I think it's necromantic.
Nope.
I thought it was under the vein of necromantic.
Chest
I mean, it
5.
depends on if it's just a straight healing. Say,
Cure wounds.
Oh yeah, it's evocation. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Got it.
evocation.
You're evoking life into them effectively. I think that's
Yeah.
the way they're doing it.
I'm burning life into you.
Don't
Yeah,
die,
6 bolts
motherfucker!
of elven silk. The 5th chest contains a matching set of 5 copper goblets with silver filigree, a black coral necklace, and what appears to be a mummified hand. It's kind of reminiscent of the crown of hell hands you might find on Shiori or Kale. That's studded. That is wearing 2 gem-studded gold rings.
The mummified elf hand.
Yep,
Oh, cool.
it's very
What was the
slender
second
and
thing in
dainty.
this chest?
Silver filigree. Oh wait, no. Black coral necklace is the
Yeah,
second
black
thing.
coral necklace was the second thing.
We should give the mummified hand to the goblin since they love elves so much.
Oh, Baron would love that chest.
Was I even close on anything that I wrote down?
Here you go.
There are also 5
Yeah.
crates.
Fucking 5 crates as well.
Mm-hmm.
Get popping, gnome.
Yeah. Open.
Alright, so the first 3 appear to contain rations. Although these ones, they don't look the best. Like, you can see bits of mold growing on them here and there. The 4th one contains perfectly packaged rations. It looks like 60 days worth of rations in that 4th chest. Finally, as you get to chest 5, you notice that there is a symbol stamped in the side of it, with the face of a gnome, and the words Kirkenhoff's Craftworks in fancy, fun-loving letters.
Open it.
You see a bunch of peanut shells that look like they are cushioning the following items: a spring-loaded pogo stick, a wind-up tomato masher, and a strap-on helmet with a wooden propeller mounted to the top. The third item, the beanie hat, looks like it's magical.
Oh, please
Oh
tell
my
me
God.
if somebody flight.
But
Probably.
it's small sized, so only about 2 of you in the party can wear it.
No.
The gnome and the gnome and the goblin.
Perfect for our goblin friend.
Look, that's oh look, a gnomish hat. Haven't seen one of those in a while.
That looks ridiculous.
Do you guys remember the comic strip Calvin and Hobbes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the one the one comic cartoon sequence where he's ordering that beanie hat, and it keeps showing dream sequences of him flying around with the beanie. You could literally do that with this,
Oh my god.
but you have to be a child sized. No,
So you
goblin,
need to go even deeper and
halfling.
darker to like Beanie and
Kobold.
Cecil with. Because
Well,
Beanie and Cecil could wear a beanie hat and fly.
This is true, but I mean, I'm thinking more. I think more of Calvin and Hobbes when it comes to this. I know Beanie and Cecil, like that's where the dream comes from. But
Yeah, no, but none of these kids in here. Like, I bet your Rick doesn't have any idea what I'm talking about. That and he's foreign.
I mean, that's where the
Or Tobias.
the person's puppeteer's name came from, and that's older than
You can't just pull the
older than
pull
all
the
of
age
us
card
here.
on me. It's an American thing, probably.
Beanie and Cecil?
Beanie and Cecil is ancient. Bob Clampett.
That's before my day, because I said it predates the
Sounds like an American.
Niven's known space stories, and those are pre my day.
Well. I mean, this is legendary loot.
I mean, I'm sensing some magic off of it. Is it really that good?
Ah. Well, I know. Do I look like a tinkerer?
Look, we should deal with that later. We still got an evil captain to slay.
I thought you were dealing with it.
That's the helm you guys found.
While worn, the helm allows his wearer to cast Levitate, spell requiring no components. Oh my god, he could actually just start T-posing.
Oh, it has a chance of losing the spell though, like a 50% chance of losing the spell. That kind of stuff.
Oh wow, yeah. It's a novelty item, but it does require attunement. We'll take it. I mean, why wouldn't we?
Brock
Now,
is wandering
if I-
off again by himself,
Yeah, might
running right past a bunch of doors.
Might I bring the attention to the missing
Of course he
goblin
is.
once more?
The missing what?
Goblin. That one this way.
Oh, motherfucker.
I like how I didn't check any of the doors for the
Roll perception checks as you guys are passing the doors. All right.
No
So,
advantage. No advantage
Phaedra,
on
do you
that.
have advantage on perception again? I'm looking at the nat 1, nat 20 situation going on.
Oh,
Does
I
Amunet have advantage? Okay, Amunet doesn't get advantage on that. Actually, even with the 22, god damn, you'd still hear it. Seems to be some sort of weird scritching noise coming from behind this door.
Yeah, she'll go ahead and check and see if it's trapped and locked. Let's see. What we got? Investigation. Give me. Here we go.
Doesn't appear to be trapped or locked. And it's right by the one body that's laying sprawled out on the ground here.
Yeah, so she's going to very stealthily try to like peek in the door, but she's gonna have a crossbow. I would imagine she can't do the stealthy open with the light crossbows, but she can probably do it with a hand crossbow.
Yeah, looking inside, you see a dining table, 6 stools, and a small iron stove with cupboards built into the walls that are all open and their contents spilled across the floor. It is a mess in here. Bits of food just laying haphazardly about. And sitting on one of the tables seemingly gathering up food and shoving it into its face, is a tiny little creature
Oh no.
with its cheeks puffed out.
Oh, okay. Their cheeks. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Just-
I just heard tiny creature, mind flare, went immediately one direction. What is that?
It's the other thing in the picture that you saw.
Oh!
It stares out at the door, blinking its little black beady eyes. Its cheeks is puffed out with food.
Almanac kind of like cocks her head.
It's an invader from another plane. Kill it.
Yeah.
I'm quickly gonna lay on hands myself.
It's a mouse. Or a gerbil, or I don't know.
Is it a mouse?
Will, you look in and you see what appears to be a small hamster.
That's a hamster.
Sitting on a table.
A hamster mouse, whatever. It's a little rodent.
Oh, it has importance.
I didn't say it didn't have importance. I was just saying what it was important.
I mean,
Well, go do your druid thing. Go talk to it.
I don't know. I don't talk to hamsters.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have something against hamsters?
Yeah, I'm allergic.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'll take care of it. Points crossbow at the hamster.
Oh, well, I'll go and check. Ah, boy. Can't believe I'm going to... What the fuck is a hamster doing here? Yeah, basically he's gonna use the briefing here as a gnome.
It runs off to one of the walls, and seems to curl into a really tiny space. Right above what looks to be a stone with a face on it.
What kind of face?
It looks like the mate to the stone that Orag was carrying. The one that you talked to, Ruka.
Oh wait, the
hamster.
oral we talked to?
Yes.
It's that face right there, or there.
You see a stone with the face of the that matches the stone that she was carrying.
Oh, this is probably her cabin.
This
it a big
is a
stone?
mess hall. No, it's a clearly ascending stone.
Oh, it's clearly a sending stone.
Yeah.
Picks up sending stone.
The hamster, its face no longer puffed out, scuttles back out of the hole and just kind of blinks at you, squeaking.
Only use the sending stone. I'll have 2 number 9s. A number 9 with extra dip. A number
What?
6 with extra
Who is
cheese.
this? And you hear the Orog's voice coming through the stone.
One of the Iron Roses from earlier. Who is this again?
I am the Ruka, the first mate of the scavenger.
I'm standing next to a hamster. Well, I'm not standing, I'm flying actually.
She kind of like pauses for a minute. Did you see this stone on a body, perhaps?
Was there a body in here?
No, but there was one directly in front of the door.
Yeah, no. No, not in this room, but in the earlier room, the corridor. One of them was wearing a apron.
Another
Yeah,
long pause. If you can be careful with that body, I would be most appreciative.
Yeah, sure, we watched the body. Anyway, about this hamster.
That's not my hamster. I guess there might be one on the ship.
Why put a hamster on your ship? I don't know.
Well,
Which one
somebody
of you had
might
a
have.
pet?
No one here is fessed up to having a pet. But it might have snuck in with the rations or been in one of the crates that we took on board.
Here, hold on a second. Someone else wants to talk to you, and he tosses the stone to Amulet. Catch.
Oh, what?
And then he's just gonna. He just lied about you wanted to talk. Kind of like when you pass the phone when you're talking to grandma.
Oh. Hello?
Do you have any more
Willist.
news to say? Is the captain dead, or have you not encountered him yet?
He disappeared.
He has power. He can make himself manifest anywhere he likes on the ship. I did not think you were going directly there, else I might have considered warning you.
Well, weren't planning on it. Had somebody who was a little gung-ho. Looks around. Don't spite the one that was gung-ho. Better let you go. Okay, bye. Tosses it back to Will.
He doesn't catch it.
He just clatters on the ground.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, hold on. Fractal's going in a room. I'm not sure the door is actually supposed to be open. Ah, it is slightly open. That door is ajar. Alright. But I wasn't ready to describe it while everyone else was busy. Will is doing speak with animals, and the hamster's like, why disrupting him?
What did he say?
It's asking why you're disrupting its home.
Uh-huh. What are you doing here?
I live here.
Uh-huh.
Meredith, meanwhile, is trying to encourage Kale to go down the hatch.
Right. So, you're doing fine?
Plenty of food right now.
Well, that might not be forever, but whatever. You'll deal with it.
Just want to stay away from the one with the stinky pickles. They don't smell
Stinky
good.
pickles.
Stinky pickles.
Stinky pickles. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's probably a good idea to stay away from people with stinky pickles.
Sharp vinegar smell. All the pickle jars have been crushed, and the smell is everywhere.
Anything you can tell us about the area?
Lots of dead bodies.
Yeah, I've seen that. Anything else?
There's some paintings. Look strange.
Where?
Don't know. Just seen them past walls.
Oh, okay. Weird paintings. Uh-huh. Well, this has been an interesting conversation. I'm sorry. I thought you had something more interesting to talk about, but obviously you're not very interesting. Usually when you find a hamster on board a spaceship, you'd think that they had something more interesting to say, but I suppose.
Well, we haven't moved anywhere in a long time.
Alright. Don't have anything else to ask you.
Shuttle.
Shall
Shut up. You okay?
Huh? Sorry. What?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Nah, we just heard you
Sorry.
didn't
Sorry.
nod off.
Sorry.
That's okay. Do you need anything?
No, I can't control it. It just happens.
I know.
Sorry.
No need to be reason to be sorry about that. You can't control it.
I mean, we're only we're half an hour away from end time.
Yeah, and Frock is about to start some shit, and I don't really
I'm
want
just
him to
thinking
start
if
some
we're
shit
about to
before
start
the end
shit,
time.
yeah.
Well, no, it's fine. It's
Uh,
I mean, yeah, no, I understand. You
Me
thought
going
it
to
was
sleep
boring,
is not-
me talking to a hamster. I get it.
I can't help it. I have narcolepsy.
I'm sorry. I'm
Exactly.
just
That's
making
why.
fun of-
That's why it's like nothing to be sorry about.
Yeah,
Because I'm trying to
just making fun
wrangle
of the situation.
four groups at this point because Vondel's wandering off. Kale has apparently stayed above with Meredith. That means far away from any potential source of action.
Yeah, and Will's gonna
Frock
fuck
is
up as well. No.
Frock is wandering one way, and everyone else is somewhere else.
We've split project quite a lot.
Yeah.
But no, I'm thinking if let's be honest, there's a fight up ahead, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
we could.
More likely.
And could we finish the fight in 28 minutes?
No.
28 minutes with 60% of our group?
Probably not.
Depends on
Yeah.
how
I mean,
many-
then again,
how
you
long
do have-
Maybe,
it
but
stunned.
like with that dragon. But it's
I
also
mean, you-
possible that you guys could wander in, get distracted by something, and
Yeah.
suddenly find that Frock is in a battle by himself, where everyone else is trapped somewhere else.
It's fine. We'll handle it next week. Probably is best. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like it might be a good idea to.
I mean, that's kind of too bad for Frock now, isn't it?
Yeah.
He was told not to wander off several times.
Yeah, well, he's not the only one who's wandered off. I said Vondel is God knows where at this point.
I'm hanging out with Meredith because I'm biting her.
Nothing to do, because I can't get
And at least, Kale and Meredith are somewhere safe, but Vondel might be getting himself killed at this point because of the way he's wandered off to. Frock might be getting himself killed because of where he's wandering off to.
I'm fine. I'm back to my full
Sylvie
200
is
something.
stuck where, on her own.
Sylvie's hanging out with Kale probably because that's. the
No,
safest place.
she didn't come up onto the ship. She's still where she is.
She's smart enough to go stand somewhere safe.
Yeah,
She'll be
maybe
on
she
the
could.
deck
Maybe
chilling.
she could round up the dwarf and make him come up the ship.
Nope, the dwarf is wandering to death. She's not following him. She might be brave, but she's not suicidal.
No,
Shit,
just frog.
Yeah,
The
it's fine.
dwarf is bored.
I should
I mean,
be
Kale would rejoin
The
the
dwarf
party
gives
after
me
he was
treasure.
done chewing on Meredith. He's just not. That's not something he likes.
Yeah,
to do in public.
so you'd probably come back after they finished doing all that time opening up the chests and the crates and divvying up the loot that they found in there.
This is fine.
It's fine. I'm
Yeah.
mainly going to probably die.
I mean, it's been a
You
good,
and Frog.
good. It's been a good session. We got a propeller hat.
Yes.
What more could you wish for? I mean, that was a legendary loot when we won the game.
Good news, everyone.
Well, we've already had Zoidberg, might as well have the professor.
News, everybody!
Good news, everyone. We're about to lose a goblin.
Again!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Zoidberg ate the goblin.
I mean, we could just get a new one.
A new Zoidberg
Oh,
or
the
a new
goblins,
goblin?
goblins are us.
Yeah, we
goblin.
brought a 6-pack with us, didn't we?
Yeah, 6-pack of goblins.
It's like a cryostasis. It's like
I mean, they breed like rabbits. They're all over the place. Just go pick up another one. They're all the same, right?
Yeah,
just like all elves are the same.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's only
exactly.
racist.
Indeed.
All gnomes are awesome.
Everyone here is buddy with demons. It's fine.
No one is.
Y'all are being demon friends. Not my fault. I just.
First off, there's been no demons. Second off, sure is the opposite of that.
I'm sorry, my friends are undead. Big difference.
All I'm saying
All my
is
friends are
these
dead.
guys
It's
came-
Faye.
Yeah, all my friends are dead.
The green the
Yeah, your
green
former friends are lost in the ash in the mists still.
look,
They were
the-
never my friends. Come on.
They were my food.
They were my emergency rations.
Yep.
Exactly.
What are friends but emergency rations for a vampire?
I guess we're rounding out this session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head off then. I think.
Bye, guys. See you guys when I see you.
Bye.
Either for other games or next week.
Yep.